Good afternoon on this snowy day, good people. So the majority of us are trapped in the house. So I was like, hey, perfect day. Let's talk some sports. Got my good brother on here, the football guru. Introduce yourself, brother.
Oh man, I'm just a regular old sport fan, man. That's all
Cut
we
the cap.
talking.
Cut the cap.
Just a nobody trying to be somebody.
Man, you the football wizard, man. Cut the
I,
cap.
I wish.
So today we will be discussing the GOATs of the various sports, meaning the GOAT of the NFL and why. Of course, we all are going to have our different reasons, but we're going to go in depth on that topic. Um, we're going to discuss the NBA goats, the boxing goats, and I'm a baseball fan, so I got to throw in baseball too. So let's get down to business, my brother. Let's pick up on what we was talking earlier today. Football goat. When you hear that, first player comes to your mind, and why?
All right, because we on the podcast, I gotta say it like this. Are we talking position or just overall?
We're gonna say overall first, and then go, position, because I believe with football you got to kind of break it down in that category. But yeah, overall, when you hear the overall football goat, first person that comes to your mind, why, and then I'll give mine and whatever the viewers, whichever ones that hit us with the comments, and then we'll go to position.
Uh, well, on that note, I'm kind of sort of like all these sports analysts out here, and I'm gonna be a little, say a little chalk. Me, I'm gonna say it's between LT
Agreed.
and it's a good argument for Dion. I don't care what nobody said about that.
Agreed.
As far as Lawrence, the reason why for Lawrence Taylor, he changed the game.
That part.
He changed the game. He
He
changed how you play football
he is the reason why you must have an elite left tackle.
off the rip.
Agree.
And then hey, at least your right tackle got to be some kind of person too, because if he flipped the field, if your right tackle wasn't nothing, he was gonna eat off them too.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
So, and then with Dion, it was just he touched all three phases of the game. Yeah, if you want to say he played because it's a dependent position, you got to depend on to throw the football to him or at him or kick it to him. But it was just you didn't go his way.
Yeah.
It's not too many people you can say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to even look that way today.
Yeah,
And
that's my guy Sam. What up, brother, man? I see you out there, man. I can
so,
send you the link.
so I would look toward those two, and then of course you got your Jerry Rices and your Peyton Mannings and all that. But if it was an all-time draft, and I got to pick, and I have a number one overall pick, I'm picking one of those two. More so I'm gonna say more so the linebacker than the DB because it starts up front.
Yeah. So you going with the linebacker over a defensive back.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that, man, because of course he gonna have a better opportunity to impact the game, whether it be a pass or a running play. Let me respond to my brother real quick. Well, he'll hear me. We talking NFL goats, we talking the NBA goats, boxing goat, and then MLB. So the goats of the sports. But back to what you were saying, yeah, with LT, he got a chance to impact the game on all four downs. Like even if you want to say special teams, blocking the punt, blocking the field goal, just his reckless abandonness, uh, his football IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that you know what? Fuck it. you know that man had to snort a line, so he came out there playing like
Yeah.
he came out there playing like, bro, he
Hey,
coming to put.
I'm kind of saying, hey, that like that was a PED. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no,
Let me
you ain't gonna catch them. You know what I'm saying?
hey let me quote old Shay Sharp. LT coming to put foots in you when he come out there
Yeah.
on that field. He ain't coming to talk smack. He coming to put foots in you.
Mm-mm.
So, bro, that what that man did at the position though, and not to mention he didn't come from a big school. LT went to North Carolina. See, he
Well,
didn't come from them, huh?
still decent. I mean,
Well,
decent.
yeah,
I mean, there wasn't no. There was like on the Clemson level when he was there. But how
gotcha.
often can you say, even in today's game, that a defensive player was even in the discussion of MVP?
Oh yeah, not since Ray Lewis and Michael Parsons.
You had him. I mean, you can name probably on two hands, even between him and them.
Yeah,
Who would have been in a discussion for MVP?
was was JJ Watt ever in the discussion? Because
I,
if he was, I want to give him credit too.
he was. I don't think he was because of his injury history.
Yeah. Quit.
He was putting up numbers though,
Yeah.
just like TJ Watt. Like TJ Watt put up numbers this year. He also had an extra game though too. So
Yeah.
so he tied that record. He tied JJ and he tied Michael Strahan for sack lead.
Let me show y'all who trying to get up on the camera. This is Prince Rocky Bear, the prince of the Rottweiler breed. All he want to do is bite, so he want to come in here and be nosy. Now go on. You done had your moment. Go on. Go over there and play. But yeah, but on Prime though, man, dog. Prime had quarterbacks so shook that they wouldn't even throw it to his side of the field. Like that's why I used to wonder why Prime pressure rating on Madden was like in the 80s. I'm like, Prime really didn't have no weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I think he realized after his first two seasons, he was like, in order for me to start getting work, I'm gonna have to play cat coverage. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to bait him to throw it my way and quit. And like I tell people, when you say GOAT of football, you must, like I say, two names you must with three. We're gonna get to him in a minute. But you must mention LT, you
Yes.
must mention Prime, and you must mention Jerry Rice. Because if you don't mention them three, like I'm not even finna talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even talk with you because it's like, bruh, do you realize this man Prime could play corner? He could play wide receiver. He could play running back, even though you're not gonna put him back there. You know what I'm saying? Kickoff return, punt return. He could never come off the field. Literally, never come off the field. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? You don't find that every day. You know, that's just you don't find that lightning in a bottle in every draft. That's almost like a generational talent. So, but again with Prime, when he started playing that cat coverage, making quarterbacks throw it, that's how he started. Hey, like he told him, he said, "Hey, coach, I had to get some work in. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to play off that man." But you know, if he wanted to just lock you down, he could do that too. Because I mean, I literally seen that man. He caught an interception, and he was playing trail coverage. But see, his acceleration was so fast, and when you throw that ball, bruh, one hand mug. I'm talking about like what? So not only was he the greatest corner, but you got to look at his hand IQ, like his hand, like his coordination. Hand IQ was just as good as his talent. And then you package that with he got the hand IQ, he got speed and acceleration. Pretty much can just shut down half the field. It's like, what can you do? You at his mercy. You know what I'm saying? Then he be ducked down. You know,
And
make you.
hope he don't play zone because he playing zone, then he gonna figure it out.
Oh yeah, he playing zone. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because Michael Irvin shared a story when they played each other when the U played FSU, and he was like, he broke, and he was like, oh man, he said I had it. Because I guess he thought Deion slipped or something. He said, man, I seen the ball in the air. I'm just looking. He said, next thing you know, I see a number 2 flash across me. Deion. He said he got the ball. As he took off, he said Deion probably took 3 steps. He holding the pose. on the way to the end zone. Hey, Michael Irvin said, I knew then. He said, man, this guy gonna be a problem in the NFL. He was like, he gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that was right around the starts of the so-called wide lefts and wide right. Don't get me started on that. Oh Lord,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
don't go after that. I mean, yeah, they kicked they were kicking our butts, but we had to deal with the wide lefts and the wide right. But those were the good old days.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So with now we don't want to discuss the LT. We discussed prime. So see this is why I say again, Jerry Rice. This is my thing on Jerry, and I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say this one thing. Jerry played every down, regardless if he was getting the ball,
Uh-oh, you froze. There you
in
go.
his leadership.
There you go. Well,
It's why I say
hey, something might be wrong with the connection because I don't hear you and you're not moving.
I'm not gonna get things, but
Uh-oh, and he's gone. He went bye-bye. Wow. We'll be back.
I think I'm having some technical difficulties, but I believe I'm back up and running now. Got my man. Brother man, what's happening?
None.
Hey man, you didn't have to move
Chilling.
around out there, did you?
Move what?
I said you didn't have to move around out there in the weather, did you?
Ain't nothing outside.
You ain't got no snow over there?
No who?
Snow.
Oh, I said yes. It's snow outside. I said, but ain't
Oh,
nothing
okay. My
outside for me to be outside.
gotcha, my fault. Yeah, the signal kind of went in and out on me. Get it where we
Yeah, I've
are.
been chilling. I've been in the house. I've been in the house since noon yesterday.
Oh well, yeah, you good to go then. Hey, Bubba, so we gotta reverse back to the beginning because we gotta let Brother Thor come in on our NFL goats.
Okay.
So when you hear the word goat, we talking overall. We ain't talking position right now. Who's the first person come to your mind?
When I heard what
NFL goat.
NFL go,
Yeah, greatest of all time, NFL.
I mean, only because we in the present time frame, you're gonna hear Bubba's favorite quarterback.
We haven't went there yet. Say, hey, hold on that. Hold on that.
I'm saying if only because we in the
You
present
know, and
moment.
also and that question is kind of sort of not fair because it's been 100 years of football, really has.
True.
So, and I guess you probably want to say our lifetime. Who would you say is the best? We ain't going position yet.
Let's say Jerry.
It's the number one overall.
He said Jerry.
Jerry
I
Judy.
agree. I agree with that.
Jerry Jones.
We talking about Jerry Rice, bro.
This is not a team talk, sir.
Oh man, I have to say Rice, man.
I agree, but give us your reasons why.
I mean, it's just the fact of what he did, the era he did it in, how he did it, and the amount of different personnel he did it with.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's like he would be my brain blank. What's my boy name?
I think I know where you're going with.
Receiver.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Who?
Larry Fitzgerald.
No, Texas.
Texas. Oh, Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson or Hopkins.
Hopkins. It's like he was doing like if Hopkins can elevate his career and keep pushing, like you would have to put him in that conversation because of what he did. He stayed on top and the people he had to do it with. Like Hopkins would be the one who would have done what Jerry did at a higher level with no name. Jerry did it with Hall of Famer. But you know what I'm saying? Where it wasn't a pass heavy time like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And considering his size, considering his speed, Jerry just made it happen.
Hey, can I ask both of y'all a question?
Go ahead.
I know they said Jerry ran like a subpar 4.6 in the 40, but did y'all ever see him get caught from behind?
No.
I didn't either.
And that's why, and Throw just brought up Hopkins. When I think of Jerry, I think of him of like two receivers together. I mean, in today's game.
What?
Larry Fitzgerald.
You want to speak?
Larry Fitzgerald routes with Hopkins' hand. Because Jerry caught everything.
Oh, yeah.
But he also had some nice routes also. He wasn't just out there just being an athlete. The joke, he had some routes. He had routes. I mean, he was that dude. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Michael Irvin guy. Two different games, but hey, Jerry is that dude. No doubt about it.
I'm gonna ask you a question when you finish.
Before his time, and he did it in a run base offense in the good old days, and then even going in late in his career, he wasn't the number one, but he made it to another Super Bowl with Oakland. He got that bus book. So you won't get an argument out of me for saying Jerry, not Jerry.
Okay, so if we start the draft right now, you got Prime, you got Jerry, you got LT. So who you picking first?
You said I got Prime, I got Jerry, and who?
LT.
LT, like Lawrence Taylor,
No,
LT.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, Lawrence
Not
Taylor.
Lady
Yeah,
Thompson.
yeah, Lawrence Taylor, the original LT.
Or if you want to throw somebody else in there, you can do that right
Ouch! Quit biting.
What my defense look like already?
now. No, it's the number 1 overall draft pick. This is throws.
No,
Dream team.
no, wait,
You
wait.
got the number 1 overall pick. You have anybody you want.
Hold on, Bubba. Let me chime in on this. Your defense look like this because I'm a fan of defense. You got Mean Joe Green. You got Jack Ham. You got Jack Lambert. You got Mel Blunt. No, I'm being serious. I'm not even cracking jokes. Like, I
I thought you
love
would.
defense. I'm a defensive guy. Like, no, them
I thought
dudes,
you would.
man,
I
they
thought you would.
nah. I'm being so serious. That's your defense. Like, since that's your squad, I'm gonna pay homage to them. That's who you got on defense. So who you gonna add to that mix? Quit playing. Shit. Because that's who I play with when I'm playing.
Doing?
Huh?
What Prime doing?
You said what Prime doing? That's who you picking? Or you just saying what is he doing?
I'm saying what position I'm getting Prime for.
You can get
That's
him
up to
all
you.
hell, he on your team. So you can
That's your
team.
That's your decision.
I mean, hell, he was a corner, but he played receiver and kick returner.
Yeah, wide receiver.
I ain't never heard you this quiet, bro.
I have to say LT.
So who you picking?
You said LT?
Huh?
Who you picking?
LT.
LT? Why?
Can't go wrong.
Dominating.
Yes, I'm not disagreeing with you. Why?
Right. But when you a wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, is great. You know what I'm saying? A good corner, good kick returner is great. But when you have somebody, example, Steelers didn't have nothing notable talking about. But you talked about TJ.
True.
You talked about TJ. You talked about the man on the other side of the ball wrecking the game and changing the dynamic of the whole game. That was
True.
TJ. It wasn't just getting a sack there. No, you're getting sacks and pleasable moments that change the narrative of the whole game. You know what I'm saying? You got sacked with a fumble. You got a sack and ended up with a pick six. Like, you got a sack that was on third down and turned it up on fourth. Like, you got very important plays that change the dynamic of the game. That type of player is hard to come by. It's hard to come by on defense because everybody can't say in the NFL they have that one player on defense that's built like TJ. They can run around the field like Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Can disrupt a whole offensive line. Just one player. It's only a few teams that can say they have that one. Other ones have to collectively do it and have one or twos here and there. But to fear one man, to fear that Aaron Donald, to fear that TJ Watt, to fear that LT every time they get on the field, and you know you're gonna have to put two people on them, if not three. Yeah. Yeah. Got to. Give me
Believe it
LT.
or not, we were talking before the connection went out. I agree with everything you said. Because I was coming from it from the point, like you just said, like, we already know when you say best corner, best defensive back, You think Deion. Half that field is gone in press man coverage. It's gone. You can whoever he is, he bye. He gone. Don't let him play zone. He plays zone at the right time and bait you. It's going the other way. Kick return, punt return. He was Devin Hester before Devin Hester. And then also had time at receive. Just basically just put the ball in his hand and he make magic happen. But what made me lean toward LT was just like you said earlier, and I said this earlier, closest to the ball.
Yep.
The man that's closest to the ball can get to that ball quick.
Yep.
Quicker than everybody else. So let's just say, for example, if we don't know hypothetically Aaron Donald going to be doing what he's doing, but let's just say if Warren Sapp or John Randall was sitting right there, would you not take him? As dominant as they was at their interior guard, I would rather have one of those two over the DB because they're closer to the foot and they can impact the game. If LT is the really why, if you don't have a elite left tackle, because most of your quarterbacks are right-handed, or at least a great to good right tackle, if he flipped that field, your quarterback was in for a long day. Long day. So that's why I lean toward Royce Taylor.
I agree with that. LT, like I said, he's the reason why you have to get an elite left tackle. Because if you don't, yeah, it's gonna be a eulogy for your quarterback. I'm sorry, because who coming off that edge, bruh, it's not gonna be a pretty sight. So, if I was drafting my team, I'm gonna go prime myself. The reason why I'm gonna go prime, he's my favorite player all time NFL wise. Plus, he play offense, he play defense, punt return, kick return. He never coming off the field, but I'm gonna use him like as a wide receiver on third down because I don't want him. I need him more for defense, but it's like I want him out there on that third down situation so they'll know like, yo, is he finna get the ball? Like, what's really going on? That way, open it up for the rest of my guys. But that's just my short take on it. Who was the fourth one you was finna speak on, Bubba?
As far as like who I consider the GOAT? That's a good question.
Yeah, NFL wise.
Okay, now we're going into positions, right? Or are we talking about overall play?
Let's go on to the quarter. Let's go on to the quarterback. Go quarterback.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Best quarterback all time, in my opinion. Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. I was just about to say he my pick. Joe Montana. Joe Cool.
Undefeated.
True.
No turnovers.
True. Never needed a field goal kicker.
He went out there and won it.
I know the Brady fans ain't gonna like
now. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. So I see Throw. He thinking of some stuff over there. I'm not naive to the fact that it was a bunch of Hall of Famers on that squad. The West Coast offense was before its time.
Yeah.
It was before its time. That's let it be known. I'm not naive to that. He had Terry. He had Jerry. He had Taylor. He had Rathman. And as a fullback, he had Craig. He had Young. He had Brad Young. He had them. But
let me add this. Yeah, let me add this too, because I think a lot of people misconstrue this. Joe Montana won 2 Super Bowls before Jerry got here. Jerry got drafted in 1985, right?
Somewhere around there.
Joe Montana won in 1981 and he won in 1984. Yeah. And each time Joe Montana faced a matter of fact, he faced the MVP, whoever won it that year. I forgot about the Bengals. I forgot the first cat. It was Ken something, but I know he won MVP. Who?
He played against the Sox and won. Cool. I don't know the quarterback was that time.
Yeah, but the Bengals had 2 MVP quarterbacks, and I know Joe beat both of them. He beat Dan Marino when he won MVP, and he beat John Elway when he won MVP. So that's why I'm saying Joe Montana's my pick, because on the biggest stage, he didn't need a field goal kicker. You know, he didn't need nothing rotten in Denmark, so to speak, to go down. He just went out there and slung that motherfucker. Now,
I'm talking about on the football, sir. You know, I want to be polite on this situation.
Oh, of course.
I have a feeling that the conversation will go that way. We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Of course, but no, I'm saying what Joe Montana did before Jerry got there, because I think people forget about this sometimes. They go, "Oh yeah, Jerry." I'm like, okay, but you know, Brady had Randy Moss and Eli beat them, unfortunately. But for what Joe did in an era where you had no quarterback protection penalties, you had few wide receiver protection penalties, like, to me, it's not even close. And if I had to say a number 2, I'm going with Terry Bradshaw, because he went 4-0 and he never lost. And I don't recall him needing a field goal kicker. And he played in the 70s. Like, yo, Mel Blount was knocking people out down the field. Like, when they say error, I don't think they take it into context, because now you can't even benefit from an error. Okay, that's cool. But we could also say, let's transplant those quarterbacks into this era. But who is your GOAT overall football player? Well, not
quarterback, sir. As he's looking at some information.
Hey, my man on it too. He's looking like, okay, yeah.
No, man, I agree. I mean, I say Montana. I ain't gonna sit here and say Big Ben or Terry. I mean, we clearly know the era Terry did it in, how he done. So I have to roll with Montana. You know, he did his thing. You know, no additional help needed per se. You know, ain't on the other ones. Hey, you got there, you did. You know, but we still know talent upon you winning the game or your team helping you not lose the game. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that San Francisco would not win because San Francisco was winning games off their defense in spite of Jimmy. Jimmy was the reason they were winning.
We can hear your phone conversation, sir.
He was helping.
I tried to call you back earlier.
Huh?
He talking on the phone.
One?
Oh, he got it muted. I agree with that.
Going on.
There's a lot going on over there.
But yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That's basically, you know what I'm saying, how I knew at the end of the game, Cowboys game, Cowboys lost because of San Francisco's defense.
So what do you need, a wheelchair?
Not Jimmy.
So what do you need, a wheelchair?
I knew that Aaron Rodgers lost because of San Francisco's defense.
Yeah.
Not Jimmy. So you can tell when you're watching games, even though this team won, was it because of you or was it in spite of you? You know what I'm saying? Now, we know, so that's like saying that Josh Allen lost the game for the Bills.
And he didn't.
We know he did. Because the last time he was on field, he scored a touchdown. His defense allowed them to score a touchdown or score the point that they needed to go in overtime, and then they defense allowed them to score to lose the game. It wasn't his fault.
I felt bad.
Now
I
they
felt
lost the
bad
game.
for
It was his fault.
I don't know if he's gonna come
that's one of them games to where you come out there, you play your heart out, and you lost because
We're getting snow this morning.
one more time. That was
Like that had to hurt.
that was heartbreaking.
Like you didn't even get a chance to try to win the game. The last time you was out there, you did your job, and then your squad let you down. So we know that Brady got away with a few steals because of his defense.
A few.
You know what I'm saying?
A few. That's
A
it.
few. I'm just saying. You look. We know that if Seattle handing the ball off again to run his rock, this totally different ball game.
Oh, that's Super
Totally
Bowl.
different ball game.
You mean? Oh, that wasn't that the year they played the Ravens in New England, and it was a blatant pass interference call on Lee Evans that they didn't call.
I can't remember that.
Yeah, I want to say that happened that year. I'm not for sure. No, it's a lot of question marks behind that said person you just said. All-time great quarterback though. All-time great. Take nothing
Yeah, I'm
from
not
him.
sure on that one.
I'll call back in a little bit.
I'm not even sure.
Okay.
You wouldn't even call him all-time great quarterback?
Yeah, I had to step away for a minute. My bad.
Yeah.
I see that. We need all the record in the back.
I should have turned my volume down. My fault.
Yeah. So you mean to tell that person that you just named, he's not an all-time quarterback?
Who?
The person you just named, sir. I'm not, that player.
Oh, you cut out of it. What was?
Yeah, that player that you just called out, who would never be my GOAT. Never.
What? I mean, like I said, I can't take away what the accomplishments he made because he was like the on of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He made it. He had some help, but he made it. A lot of people ain't make it. A lot of people can't 10 times. Some people can't make it there 2 times. The Bills been trying to win one. They done been there forever. They done been there what 4, 5 times.
Yeah, they went 4 in a
can't get
row
one.
and lost them all.
Off the mall.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I give credit for I give them credit for getting there, but you got some teams that ain't never made it there. You know what I'm saying? You got teams who can't say that they done made it there 2, 3 times to even win anything. One time to win anything. So I still give them credit for getting there. So same with Brady. He made it there. His team got there. He ain't win. But hey, he made it. That's an accomplishment. Say you went to the Super Bowl. That's an accomplishment. Now, as some fans, they may feel like, well, you didn't win, so it don't matter. Not necessarily, because how many can actually say they played in one? Not too big.
Nope.
Not too many.
So I have to give them credit in that retrospect for eating it. Like I said, quarter, if y'all winning because of them or in spite of them, just like y'all hear your boy Skip Bayless say all season, the Cowboys in spite of your coach. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And we knew what Montana did to the game compared to what other quarterbacks got there. And if they needed some assistance, if they needed some help or not. Some quarterbacks can go in there and throw 7, throw 7, throw 7, throw 7. Some of them sit in there and all game and do nothing. Then you need to kick the game to help you out. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And we know like that last drive, it was Jim may have put one pass to help, and then it was all the run game. You ain't done nothing all game. He just needed you to be okay for one drive. Not good, not phenomenal. Okay. Look, just throw this one pass and let's get a completion. We're gonna run it the rest of the way, and we're gonna kick it, and we're gonna go home because we barely made it. Because what he do before it was a Dallas game. End of the game, he threw an interception.
Yeah.
And the defense had back and fight.
And
You know what I'm saying? So y'all won. So they won in spite of their quarterback. That's why they were messing with Debo when Odell went over there and gave him a hug. Talking about, yeah, my quarterback messed up my prime years too. Because Eli was horrible in Odell prime. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll somewhat agree with that.
I mean, you look at his last 5, 6, 7 years in the league. He was either 500 or worse.
Yeah, that's what I say. Then plus Odell can say that he had something to do with that too. Because Odell, you stayed hurt. You stayed hurt. Now, whether you wasn't taking the game serious,
yeah, but it have. He had help. He had Shepard. He had some more people out there on the wide receiver core. Good as, yeah. You got Barkley back there. Eli just wasn't cutting it, man. And then they try to compare him to Big Ben. I was like, man, y'all need to stop, bro. Eli didn't win a playoff game. Aside championships he won.
I mean, as far as I hear what you're saying, but that's gonna be the whole what I can see they doing to Eli is the whole Rondo thing. You get him in the playoffs, or he playoff Eli, or he the man then. Because when he was in the playoffs, he made his way through there, and they won because of Eli when he was in the playoffs.
He made the playoffs 6 times. He was in the playoffs 6 times, maybe 7, but only 2 of the times when he actually won a game. Those 2 seasons he won a Super Bowl. So he had 4 or 5 of the seasons got bounced out first game. The only thing they're gonna hold is say he stopped Tom Brady. The Eli brother stopped Tom Brady from having 10 rings. It was 10 rings. Eli stopped him from 2. Peyton stopped him from 1 other.
Nick Foles stopped him too.
I'm just saying that's where they're going to
Manning brothers.
Yeah, the Manning brothers.
Family.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they stopped him winning multiple Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't go to the Super Bowl that year with Eli. Eli stopped him. You know what I'm saying? Where Nick Foles stopped him in. But they're gonna use those 2 Super Bowls. But I look at it like this. I'm a fighter. Okay? I'm a boxer. One, he the champion. Okay? So I get a chance to fight the one and I win. And they look at me like, woo, you the man. But now that I go fight Glass Joe, I lose. I fight Bull, I lose. But then I get another rematch, the one, and I win. But every time I fight the nobodies, I lose. So it's like, how good are you if you can only beat the champion, but you can't beat it?
That's a good.
How is that?
Now,
That's a good one. Yeah, he had a
You see what I'm saying?
hard.
That's
Every time
exactly
he had
what
a
he
problem,
did.
somebody was a
where you
nobody.
coming from?
I agree with that.
Lost to everybody else. He either couldn't make the playoffs or when he made it, he got beat first game. But if it was Tom Brady,
So let me
he
throw
could
in a
win.
caveat. Now,
How much credit do I give you?
Go ahead.
I know they beat our Cowboys, but then he also that was the end of Brett Favre too. I think people forget that. So that first Super Bowl run, I believe the reason why he get the hype that he get, or they put him up there, is because he sent Brett Favre home, and then he ended Tom Brady's that Patriots going undefeated. Because remember, that's everybody like the undefeated season. Well, they lost, and it's like who they lose to? They lost to the Giants, of course. Now, me personally, I'm a defensive guy. I got to give Strahan them boys some credit because man, they had that NASCAR. They were putting Brady on his ass.
Yeah, they told him.
They told
After
him.
that they played in the last game of the season, where in New York, and Randy Mossman had a field day. And they went in the locker room. They told him, they said, if we see them again, they will not score no more than 17 points on us. And they
Yep.
scored 17 points in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They called them out. They called a shot and they shut them down.
And what I like about Strahan, he used reverse psychology. Like he was like, we cannot beat them. He said, we're not supposed to be here. So he pretty much was already putting the seed in them boys' mind, like, nah, fuck that. You know what? Damn the script. Damn all this. But no, we gonna play football today. And if you go back and watch that game, that's why I told people when you put hands on Brady, you get him off his spot. Cause see, it's like you come out the first two quarters and you got it back there. What did they used to say on First Take? Had him tap dancing like the late great Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get him off his spot, so not even if they were sacking him, they would either like get close to him and just push him. You had OCU Manure, you had Michael Strahan. I forgot who the fourth one was. I don't think JPP was there, but just that alone, he was there in 07.
Yeah, it was JPP, it was Chris Canty, it was Chris Canty,
OCU Manure. Wasn't Justin Tuck there too?
Yeah, and Tuck. It was like five of them. It was like 5, 6 of them.
So when you got four constantly getting pressure, the number's gonna be in the defense fake every time because you got 7 in coverage. So I told people, I was like, see, Brady don't like pressure. He don't like that. He want a clean pocket. He don't want nobody touching him. But see, the Giants weren't going. That's why I say, yeah, Eli done it. Yeah, they gave him the credit, but people need to understand, without that defense, like if they would have had the blitz 6, the Patriots would have carved them up. Like, man, Brady then probably would have scored more points than anybody because he'd have picked up on it. But when you only got 4 getting pressure, yeah, it's like, bro, y'all got the numbers advantage, but yet they still getting to, like. Brady was in the huddle like
they had the referee advantage too.
Block.
They had the referee advantage too. Cause I've been quiet for too damn long.
Yeah.
I just don't see how he was the most over glorified, overprotected quarterback to ever play the freaking game. I never understood. I mean, how could you get to him? The one time he got old school football, he hurt his knee. Now I'm not trying to say, try to injure a man's career. What did they do?
I agree.
You can't hit a quarterback below the knee. So everybody else that had knee injuries, the Carson Palmers, the Donovan McNabbs, all the other quarterbacks that was getting hit below the knee. It wasn't thought of a rule change, but then when Tom Brady get hurt, it's a rule change. Heck, I remember I seen I seen the play too. When they played the Ravens, Terrell Suggs dove for him and missed him. And he got right there by his leg and he pointed to his leg and then the referee threw the flag.
I remember that.
Completely missed him.
I remember that.
Completely missed him and you throw the flag. Really? Protect him at all costs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Be for real. It's supposed to be football. Now, I will admit, yeah, it's some dirty hits, but come on, man. You knew what you signed up for. So how can I call you one of the best to ever play the game where Terry Bradshaw didn't have that, Neil O'Donnell never had that, Troy Aikman never had that, Quincy Carter never had that, Vinny Testaverde never had that. All these other quarterbacks, I'm just naming our players because that's what we. All these other quarterbacks that have played the game and nobody protect them, but one person gets hurt, you protect him. Why?
He's the golden boy.
Man, please. I can't take nothing from him. He's all-time great quarterback. All-time great. I'm not going to take that from him. But when I say, hey, we just had a discussion about the GOAT. When I say, hey, you can have any quarterback you want, is he the first quarterback you take? That's a simple question.
You said Brady?
Yeah. If you have like we just got done talking about GOAT. If we say hey, you can have whatever quarterback you want, is he the first quarterback you take?
When am I? Is this now or in his prime or before? What are we talking?
It can be anything you want, anytime you want, prime, anything. Are you taking?
07. 07 Brady.
Yeah. Are you taking Tom Brady at any time over any other quarterback? I mean, the Dan Marino, the any throw of the football, Joe Montana, anybody. See, it's that thought right there.
That's a hard.
See, that's a thought right there. Because if it was a slam dunk, you would have went ahead and said no. Now that you got to think about, hey, would I really take him over any other quarterback? Because hell, we just got done talking about the GOAT. Now, when I said the best DB and I said Deion, it was no discussion, right?
Yep.
Understood.
And I said pass rush, it was no discussion, right?
With him, it's because he has proven more than others, I will say, is that when the game is on the line, if you give him the ball, you damn near guarantee he gonna go down the field and you gonna win the game. I can't I watched him do it all this season, in and out.
You saying that and taking it to a different sport, and I said this earlier too. On that note, Robert Ory to go to NBA. Big Shot Bob.
I can't say that.
You going at what you just said? Big Shot Bob. Here come the game. Gonna close it out. We need a big shot here to go ahead.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm just
saying.
The
game was on the line. Hold on. But Bob did that. This was playoffs where it counted. Yeah. I'm speaking more of, yes, he won championships, but let's look back. Week 1, you gave Brady the ball at the end of the game with the Cowboys. What did he do? March your ass right down the field and got a W. And then you look throughout the games of the season. How many games did they win because he had the ball? And we knew, shit, y'all let this man get on the field. He gonna get you at least. He ain't gonna do Pat Mahomes 14 seconds and 2 yards and 40 plus yards. But you know he gonna get you down the field in at least field goal position if that's what you need to win the game.
Without
You know
the
what I'm
help of the
saying?
ref?
Now, the Rams game, he brought him back. But guess what?
Hold on. Did he bring him back or did that defense bring him back? And you seen that game. So did he bring him back or did that defense bring him back?
It was both. He had to pass to Mike Evans to put them back, put them within 14. Defense did their job, which allowed them to get back up. I ain't gonna be like Skip Bayless, but I'm gonna be honest. It was both. But the defense held them, and they brought them back. You gotta think how many times you watch a game and your defense doing all this holding, and yet you looking at your offense like, so y'all ain't gonna at least pinch these motherfuckers, bro.
Because that's what happened.
And you ain't doing nothing.
Because besides that opening drive, they did not even attempt to score anything until the defenses got them turnovers. So Tom Brady wasn't doing a damn thing that game, and you know it.
At the beginning of the game, he did nothing. Did his best Dak Prescott impression at the end in the third, fourth quarter? Yes, he did.
Why everything gotta go over to the side?
Oh no, Bubba, let him have that one. Let him have that.
Ain't nobody deny it. Dak is the king of the fourth quarter comeback of empty calories, bro.
NFL wise,
we know it. NFL wise, we know it because when you down 30-0 going into the fourth quarter, while your quarterback in the game, the touchdowns, 16 points, 18 points, like you really did something. Why? I'm just saying he did what he was supposed to do. He brought him back, but it fell on defense, and Stafford did what Stafford do. Stafford, he ended the game. He tried to do foul Patriots. He tried. I got to give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be the reason why I'm down, I need you to be the reason why I came back too. But you know how Uncle Shannon said, you can't push me in the water and then watch me drown and then try to take credit for saving me when you pushed me in there and let me drown in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So when the game, then it's like, what the hell? You pushed me in, so yeah, it was your job to get, but did you save me? If I died, you don't get credit for trying to save me. So I can't give them. Only way I look at that again, the defense fell apart.
I got my brother Sam in here. Hey, welcome aboard, good brother.
Well, thank you for having me. What's good, brothers?
What's going on?
I'm just trying to catch up because where I left off at, we was talking about Prime.
Oh, speak on it.
No, I was just saying that I think that he, what were y'all comparing them to LT? Comparing them to LT, right?
Oh, we were talking who we take first in the all-time draft. Who will be the GOAT?
If you was gonna pick, if you had Jerry Rice, you had Prime, and you had LT with all their resumes on the board, who you gonna pick to start your franchise? Who would you pick?
Prime, for sure.
I think it's unanimous on Prime. Well, not LT too, but yeah.
I love Jerry Rice. I'm from the Bay Area. I grew up watching them. I'm a Raider fan. I hated watching the Niners, but I love Jerry Rice. But Deion, I had to go with Deion because Deion could guard Jerry Rice. He might not stop him, but he can slow him down. But you can't replace a prime time. And then, like I was saying, he can score on defense on any play. So defense wins championships. So if you want to win a championship, start with the defense. And if you got a player on defense that can turn into instant offense, I'm going with Prime.
Most definitely.
Like I said earlier, you would not hear me disagree with that. But like I said earlier, I was saying I'm going to lean towards the pass rusher because that pass rusher is close to that quarterback.
Yeah.
Case in point, look at what happened the last series of that Rams game, that Ram 49ers game. Aaron Donald
Are you working?
made it a hard series for that whole offensive line. Von Miller made it very hard for him that series.
Mhm.
And if my D line gets to that quarterback first, I could have average DBs in the back on the back end because heck, I don't need them.
I could respect that, but the thing about it, before even that series, remember when that DB dropped the interception?
Florida State.
Oh yeah,
Now,
that was
so
tough.
Oh
about,
no, San Francisco.
hold
San Francisco.
on, hold on. The thing about a pass, and the reason why I brought that up is because the thing about a pass rush is good if you get the sack, right? But if you're relying on your back end, that's a 50-50 because the defender, he might throw it, but they might drop the interception. He might throw it. It might be an incompletion because he rushed the pass. But the thing about having a defender that could catch the ball and score is the fact that that'll shut all that down because that back end got to be tight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a pass rush can start something, but a catch will finish it. Like an interception will finish that.
And I agree. But see the thing about also that kind of watered it down for me though, you can back in those days, it really wasn't a lot of traveling with the best receiver. Am I not correct on that? So basically, your best corner gonna have one side of the field shut down completely. You could just flip the scheme and then okay, instead of just since he want to go over there, we'll do the bracket coverage over here or zone it over here. Keep that Dion Reeves, whoever you want to say, you go shut the other side of the field down. But LT was one of the reasons why. If you don't have an elite, at least one elite pass block, and at least great to decent other tackle on the other side, because if he flipped that formation, if your tackles were not at least decent, let me take it back. At least great, it was a long day for the whole offense, you know.
All right, real quick, brother Sam, speak on what he's saying, and then I'm gonna switch it back to what we was on, so you can get caught up to speed.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. We already know. We all know. I think we all would know that it didn't start in the trenches on the defense line. So if you can't create a pressure on the quarterback, then the DB not going to look that good because the quarterback's going to get the ball off and complete it. So you can't go wrong with either one of those. I think that's a tight window. You know, picking one over the other.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like I said, you won't find no bigger. I'm a Florida State fan. You won't find a bigger Dion fan than me. I'm trying to tell you that. But if I had, I'm gonna lean toward the trenches. That's where everything's won at.
Yeah,
most definitely, I agree. But so what we was at when you came in, we was on the GOAT at the quarterback position. We all three unanimously picked Joe Montana. We gave our reasons why. I mean, if we need to, we will.
Yes,
but I
did. I did. I've seen those.
But
I did.
I want to hear who is your quarterback? Who's the GOAT at the quarterback position for you, and what's the reason why?
See, here we go again. I'm 49, right? Joe Montana is great. He is great. He haven't lost the Super Bowl. I watched him play. But I hate to say this. Being objective, I hate to say this, is Tom Brady.
I want to hear this. I'll wait. This is what I'll wait on right here.
Remember, I'm a Raider fan. I hate the tuck rule.
Yeah, that was some bullshit too, man. Like I saw that whole stuff, but go ahead.
I hated Tom Brady up until probably about 4 seasons ago, over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, the only reason why I say Tom Brady is the GOAT is for the fact that he has all those Super Bowls. Like, he really got, it's not the LeBron effect, but it's like he got 7 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
And Joe got how many? 3?
4?
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so that 7 kind of trumps them 4 because 7, I don't know when a quarterback is gonna get 7 Super Bowls. I don't foresee that. Like, I don't. So, and then his longevity, and he won a Super Bowl without Belichick. So I gotta give it to him.
Okay, case in point. Okay. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I apologize.
Are you good?
All right. So he won that. All-time great. I'm not here to debate that with you. I really not. But how can you call somebody a GOAT that's also has so much controversy behind it? Please explain that to me.
Hey, he knew that was coming.
Like you said, the tuck rule. They weren't even supposed to be there.
Right. They recording games and cheating, deflating balls.
Now the deflate gate thing, like I say all the time, okay. It's underinflated football. Okay. What it is if only advantage you're gonna get is in wet conditions. So to me, that's not really that bad, but it's a rule. So
No,
it is what it is.
Ball. Having a deflated ball makes it easier to catch.
That and not the fumble. And what I say, especially in bad conditions.
Yeah.
Especially in bad conditions. I'm not here to debate that. But
So,
it's
motherfucker.
so bad. What you destroying evidence for?
No,
you doing all your business to hide all your dirt. And you supposed to be the GOAT. Now, and again, I don't know what kind of players or whatever y'all did the best at, music or whatever. And it came down to me versus somebody. If I'm better than him, I ain't gotta cheat. What I gotta cheat for? I'm better than you.
Oh, so Tom Brady technically then he shouldn't even be in the conversation at all then.
Like I said, he's all-time great, but it's a couple of the quarterbacks I'll pick over Tom Brady.
No. He shouldn't be in the conversation at all because he's a cheater. Because if we gonna put him on a list, then he got to go to the top there. Otherwise, he can't be on the list at all. Because the reason why we're knocking him down is because he cheated like 3-4 Super Bowls. I'm not gonna just take those Super Bowls away. You're a cheater, so you're not on the list at all. Either he's gonna be on the list or off the list. That's the only way I can take it.
I'm not going to disagree with that, but the Super Bowl was won. I mean, he was there. It is what it is. You have to live with this. You got no choice. Mm-hmm. But if they say, "Hey, Bubba, you can have whatever quarterback you want,"
okay,
all time,
okay,
in my lifetime, 36 years on this earth, I will pick at least 3 quarterbacks before I even think about Tom Brady.
Oh, I'll take Joe Montana. I'm tripping. I didn't frame it in. If I was to make a number 1 pick as the GOAT, whatever, I would pick Joe Montana first too, though. Yeah, I would pick Joe Montana before I would pick Tom Brady for sure. Yeah, I'll go with that. In that a reference.
All right, so I think before you came in, Tho was speaking, so I'm gonna let him finish, and then I'm gonna give my take, and then we're gonna go to the next one. Go, hey, finish what you were saying, bro.
His phone's still acting up.
Might have to text him because I think he was like in the middle of saying something, and then it kind of went out on him. Yeah, his screen froze. His screen froze.
I'm trying not, and it sounds like I'm being such a hater. It really does.
So this is my take. Oh, hey, Tho, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
It's choppy, but
go ahead and finish when you was going in on your session.
It's cutting.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
You said the what?
I said go ahead and finish on your session before Sam came in.
He probably forgot what the hell we were talking about.
Because he was talking about. You was talking about. I was about to say, like, you know how they trying to say Brady the GOAT, this, that, and the fourth, cool deal. But I'm like, for you to be the GOAT, how you get shut out by the Saints though? And I mean, you kind of threw that tablet over there, like, bro, you kind of having a temper tantrum, man, because the Saints put them paws on him, you know.
Treated that joke like a backup quarterback. And you can't, and we were talking earlier about how he was always losing to no names. But yeah, you show up. No, that was Eli. But it falls up under him too. When he had a big game against the so-called no name, what happened? He either struggled or he lost. Dude got outplayed by Taylor Heineke. They won though because their defense got hot. You went up against Eli. You can't beat Eli.
Don't forget Trevor Siemian.
You lost to Trevor Siemian.
Come on, man. That was the defense that lost to. It wasn't Trevor out there killing them.
Yeah, that defense wasn't playing no games.
Trevor wasn't out there killing. The reason why Eli won the championships he won was because that Eli was going crazy. They was moving Brady off that spot.
Exactly what I said earlier. Like I saw that, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave my point right there. Y'all can call him a GOAT like y'all want to. I'm not calling him my GOAT. I'm not doing it.
No, he skipped Baylor's GOAT. He ain't never.
I will call him all-time great. All-time great. No debating that. But as far as being a GOAT, best quarterback to play the game. First of all, he's not the GOAT. Cause a GOAT is only one player. And he's not my first overall pick at all. He's not. And he would not be my first quarterback I would ever take either. So I'll let y'all have it.
Hey, Thor, you still there? Well, if he come back in, I'll let him get his rap back in. But yo, so NBA GOAT. This is the one I think everybody been waiting on.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ! I know how this goes.
Now this is me. Okay, I don't go by rings because that's a team accomplishment. To me, I go by your total body of work.
Mm-hmm.
I go by your degree of difficulty. Meaning, how did you get to your championship? How did you win? I'm gonna go on impact.
That's nice.
I'm going on leadership and I don't see people be using that rings. To me, rings is low hanging fruit because it's like if we're gonna say rings, like you said, you could put Robert Horry in there, even though he was an auxiliary player. You could say Bill Russell. I mean, Sam Jones. Like, nah, we ain't gonna do the rings. That's just me though. Other people might say that, but I don't use the ring criteria.
That's true. I like that.
But as far as the NBA GOAT, you know, I think Bubba know who I'm finna name. I got to, hey, listen, I got to go with that man. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I got to go with him.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
Yes, sir. I got to go with him. And here's the reason why. This is why I put Jordan up there. For the short amount of time that he did it, like, let's say he played 13 total seasons. But if you want to say full seasons, remember, his rookie season, he only played 64 games. I mean, he was injured, so he missed them 64 games. Mm-hmm. He came back right before the playoffs. So he essentially,
Still won a gold medal though.
Yeah, he won that his rookie season though, with Bobby Knight. When they said, remember what we were talking about when they said, but y'all got Clyde Drexler. What did he say? Draft Jordan, play him at center. Like Bobby Knight was the only one, and Dean Smith seen Jordan coming before Jordan. But the reason why I'm gonna say that he's the GOAT. Okay, he had the best MVP season overall, winning the MVP, the scoring title, defensive player of the year, first team all defense, led the league in steals, had over 100 blocks, and bruh, the man shot 54% from the field, and you know he shot what? Mostly mid-range, and layups and dunks, but he predominantly shot mid-range in the 80s with the Pistons and the Celtics and all them boys. Mm-hmm. All right, he get to the championship round. He had to battle Detroit, true enough, cool. But when they did beat them, they swept them. Each time they went against the Pistons. I think the year the Pistons won the chip in 1989, The Pistons had swept the first 2 playoff rounds. The Bulls was the only team that took them 6 games.
Mhm.
1990, Pippen get the migraine. They took the Pistons to 7 games. Pippen get the migraine, boom, they get beat again. 91, it's like, nah, we already know what the blueprint is now. We ain't even finna play with y'all. Swept them boys. I love Isaiah Thomas. Yes, he should have been on the dream team. That's a whole nother topic. But to me, Isaiah was a hoe. You should have shook that man's hand. Every time y'all beat Jordan, Jordan walked over there like a man. Shook their hand. Like, damn, Zeke, you know what I'm saying? And just to give Kobe props. When Kobe lost to the Pistons, shook their hand. Lost to the Celtics, shook their hand. Like, you mad because dude done beat you gonna slink off like that? Like, that's 2 things I don't really like about Zeke, but I'm gonna stay on MJ. Now, after the NBA merger, 1976? That's when the ABA, NBA combined. Nobody else three-peated. Phil said, hey, let's go ahead and get this three-peat. That's the challenge I'm gonna give you. Hey, we want to be technical. They was calling him the GOAT after 93. I can find it on YouTube where Magic said it. Like, he didn't even have to come back. But then he take his time off, you know. I ain't gonna get into the whole.
Oh, you don't want to get into that, huh?
You know what? Let me wait. Let me speak on it. Do I feel like Michael Jordan sacrificed his father? Yes, I do. I'd be sitting here lying if I said I didn't, because I know that type of stuff goes on in that industry. Unfortunately, yes, I believe some stuff went down, and Jordan was like,
okay,
we'll
take that part.
Yeah, he gave him the okay. So, because I know that's what a lot of people be discussing. Did my research, and it's kind of like, hey, I'm gonna hit y'all with something. Check this out. Y'all know the guys that they got found guilty, but it was the accomplice, but the trigger man, right? I could be wrong, but when I looked this up, either his sentence was 23 years or he's supposed to get out in 2023. Now you tell me that ain't a coincidence.
Ain't no such thing as coincidence, bro.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna stay on the basketball.
Yeah, we got on that alone.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that, brother, man. I'm with you on that. So he come back with I know what I was about to say. He come back. The Bulls, people don't want to admit this. The Bulls was almost gonna miss the playoffs in '95. Like, they was under 500. Jordan comes back. They go 13-4. And I think they was the number 2 seed, or they was a lower seed, but they met the Magic in the second round. And
no, they did not. The first year he was gone, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals and they lost.
Second round. They didn't get to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks beat them in the second round. I'll let you verify that, but yeah, Knicks got them in the second round. They didn't get to the third. I remember that. I had to go back and look. But he comes back full season. Boom, 72 wins, win the chip, Finals MVP. Then they go on to three-peat again.
You know what? I think they went to the finals or something.
Who?
Because Jordan came back and messed it up because Pippen was balling.
Because
you talking about
on Jordan comeback year in '95, they lost in the first round to the Magic, because the Magic went and the Magic played Houston, and Houston swept them.
You sure that wasn't the second round when they played Orlando?
That was the first round.
Let me verify that.
I
want to make sure.
But I don't even think that really take away from Jordan when he did that, though. But it did a little.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Because the standard for Jordan is so high because his greatness was so good that we expected him to win every time, because he did most of the time, 99% of the time.
Okay.
But that's my first little spiel on the reason why I got MJ as the GOAT. But yeah, it was the Eastern Conference semifinals. It was the second round.
It was second round. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
So are we
they lost to the Knicks in the conference semis.
Yeah.
Are we picking the player that we would pick first, or the greatest of all time?
No, I'll say this. Pick who when you say GOAT, who comes to your mind, but then you can pick who you want first. Like, if I had to pick first, it'd be between MJ and Dream. Like, if I'm saying who, the first two. But if I'm saying GOAT, like, man, it's Jordan, no question.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Oh, y'all waiting on me? On my pick?
Go
Okay,
ahead, bro. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. Hear me out on this. I got MJ as the GOAT, but now I'm not like my brother. I'm still saying it's still a discussion with LeBron. It's still a discussion with LeBron.
I'm dead.
It's still it's a discussion. I said I still have Jordan as the GOAT.
Hey Sam, stall him out, bro. Stall him out.
Let me go on mute. I'm sorry.
Because in all right. Everybody always want to say, okay, it's Jordan was an assassin. He was a killer. He was the reason why. He was that. Like I like looking at movies. Like I call Smith. I say Will Smith is like a 0.5. He's that one that gets you over. Jordan was that guy. But when Jordan was by himself and he had no help, he didn't win till Pippen got there. Look it up. He didn't win until he got some help. And then you ask LeBron to do the Superman thing, how can you beat a team that that was 73-9 by yourself? Nobody asked Jordan to do that. Was Jordan doing that against the Celtics? He didn't. He got swept. He didn't win a playoff series till Pippen got there.
May I chime?
He never passed the first round till he got there. Go ahead.
You said, how did LeBron, who had two other All-NBA players, mind you, on his team, come back from a 73-9 Warriors team, but the Cleveland Cavs were the preseason favorites to win. So my question is, why was Cleveland even down 1-3 to begin with? That's what I'm trying to figure out with that. And you say Michael Jordan with Larry Bird. Okay, let's see. Let's put this into context.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Walton, Hall of Fame. Robert Parrish, Hall of Fame. Kevin McHale, Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bird, Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 5 Hall of Fame players against a second-year sophomore in the NBA who missed 64 games, mind you. So it ain't like he had a full season under his belt because they really wanted to tank. You know what they call it today, load manage. But what did Jordan said? Hey, it's a 9 out of 10. It's 9 out of 10. What was it? It was a 9 out of 10 times that you could re-injure your ankle. But he said, compared to a headache. What did Jordan say? Well, how bad is the fucking headache? He was like, so he goes on to play. Now, true enough, Larry Bird beat him. They swept. But I want to know one thing. When the Golden State Warriors, each time they beat LeBron, I don't recall them calling him God in sneakers. Each time Tim Duncan Spurs beat LeBron, I don't recall them calling him God in sneakers. Who else am I? Oh, the Mavericks, your team. Matter of fact, they came back from 2-1. The Miami Heat, who were the odds-on favorite, who had a team with 3 All-NBA players.
With you.
I'm trying to see why Dirk didn't call LeBron God in sneakers. So I say that to say this. Yes, LeBron did his 1-3 comeback, which he shouldn't have never been down 1-3. They should have swept him, but they got the job done with what did Stephen A say? That stimulus package with Draymond Green being ejected one game, or he missed the whole game. Steph Curry got ejected one game, and like, where is all these calls coming from? I mean, damn, you know. But if people want to say Curry choked, hey, it is what it is.
He did.
But the point I'm trying to figure out is when they say somebody who's asked to do all these things, I'm trying to remember what coach said, LeBron, I need you to go out there and get points, assists, rebounds, steals, blocks, because if you're doing all that, you're taking rebounds from your big man. If you piling up all these assists, what is your guards doing? And I'm trying to remember.
Can I say something?
Who hit that clutch?
Even though it's not fair, you're seeing it right now. Look at the Lakers right now. Look at what the Lakers are doing right now.
All the
I'm not saying because he's hurt, but if LeBron was not, if let's just say, even if they had the second year LeBron from Miami, would the LA Lakers be where they are right now?
No, they wouldn't be where they are right now, but they wouldn't.
Okay, that's what I'm going with.
No, they wouldn't be super dope like that. They got Westbrook on the team.
But then again, LeBron is going to be that guy to get you over the hump.
No,
I never understood how everybody just brush off how the Milwaukee Bucks and how the Big Three Celtics and how Detroit beat Jordan, and you push that to the side. But yet, when you had LeBron by himself, and I know the one can name it, but I want you to name the starting five of that very first Cavalier team that went to the final.
You want me to name them?
No, I know you can. I want Big Bro to name. Give me the starting five of that first Cavalier finals team.
Are you talking about what? Ilgauskas? What's my boy name? Larry Hughes. Who else?
Come on now.
Hold on. Well,
see, and then on top of that, because going on what y'all said earlier, you had on that San Antonio team, you had Ginobili, Hall of Famer, Tony Parker, Hall of Famer,
but they didn't win.
Duncan, Hall of Famer, and then and Greg Popovich, Hall of Famer, get ready to be a Hall of Fame coach.
But
and then a young LeBron to beat him by himself, and he couldn't do it, and you hold that against him.
But wait, didn't he just beat the bad boy Pistons that had 4 All-Stars the series before? Because they had Chauncey, they had Rip, they had Rashid, they had Tayshaun, and Chris Webber.
Okay, then that plays into the Jordan argument, because Jordan didn't beat them till they got old.
No, we can't say that now,
bro.
Hold
on before we venture too far off on my Golden State Warriors. That we all know that they wasn't supposed to beat that team and was down 3-1, so we know something was in play right there. When Draymond gets suspended and he didn't even get a technical in the game, but
the fix was in.
But we're not even gonna talk about that, right? You say LeBron was on his own. I do. Let's go back to the last 4 possessions of the last game of the finals. LeBron shot the ball brick. LeBron shot the ball brick. LeBron shot the ball brick.
True.
Last possession, Kyrie hit the game winner.
Yes.
Don't say
he hit a game tying.
Hold on.
Tying.
Huh?
Game tying. He tied that game.
He didn't go up when he hit that shot.
No, are we talking about the series where they came back from 3-1?
Yeah, that was a game winner.
That was game tying.
In game 7.
Overtime.
In game 7?
Yes, it did. That was game 6.
No, with Kyrie.
Game 6.
You saying when Kyrie hit the shot?
No, with
Kyrie hit the shot. No, I'm sorry. That was game 7. Because if the block didn't happen, the shot couldn't have happened. That game went to overtime.
Block. It don't matter that he blocked it. What would have happened is had Iguodala made that layup, the game would have been over. But let's just say
you just said it. So why did the block mean nothing?
They still had to make the shot to go ahead and win. But let's look it up and see what that game 7, because I think they went up.
That game went to overtime.
But even if that did go into overtime, right?
Hold on. Here it go right here, because they was tied up before the shot went down. Hold on. Let me get through the ads.
Yeah, get through the ads.
Man. Damn.
You gotta get that premium.
It either tied up or they went 0-1.
No, he hit the 3. That put him up, because see, it's tied right now. It's 89-89.
Check the stats, and I bet you say he went in overtime.
I'm not saying it didn't, but I'm saying when he hit the 3, that put him up.
They didn't go into overtime then.
That game did go into overtime.
No, if they went up by Kyrie shot, they didn't go into overtime.
Yes, it did.
I'm looking right now. Game 7 didn't go into overtime.
Kyrie hit the game winner.
Yeah, because he hit that 3, and then Steph threw that little. He got fancy throwing the ball.
Yeah, doing some
behind his back. Yeah.
Yeah, like what was that? The fix was in. But all I'm saying that to say is this: as great as LeBron is as an individual player, he doesn't have the intangibles to make him the greatest of all time. What are those intangibles? Heart, late game free throw shooting, the ability to make players better. That's nobody or role players. He don't do that. What he does do is he put them in position to succeed, but he don't make them better. Jordan made players better. You know what I'm saying? He made these average players that you the Steve Kerrs, the Craig Hodges, the Rod Harpers. What are you talking about? The Bill Winningtons. You know, you wouldn't even know about Cartwright if it wasn't for Jordan. You wouldn't know about none of them players if it wasn't for Jordan. Paxson. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know about none of them players if it wasn't for Jordan. He made them better.
How?
Because his game was at such a level that they understood that we couldn't let him down, because no matter what we got ourselves into, he willed us back into the game. So we got to do our part because he obviously doing his.
Okay. So when LeBron did that and his teammate was letting him down, but yeah, if he don't go for almost 30 points a night and get 10 rebounds and 10 assists and they lose, it's LeBron's fault.
He's doing too much.
Because
it's not about stats. It's not about stats.
It's not about stats.
It's the ability, like, hey, look, maybe I need to not do this so much and then make my team better by doing this a little bit more. But LeBron is so good as an individual player, he just run up and down the court and do whatever he want to do. His IQ is so high, he can pass the ball whenever he want to pass it. He can go to the hole whenever he want to. So that was a curse for him.
This is what Jordan's teammates all said about him. I'm going to read them verbatim. Judd Buechler, whatever his name was.
Judd Buechler, yeah.
He said he was a hell of a teammate. He with like 5 exclamation marks. This is what Dennis Rodman said. He never did anything for himself that he wouldn't do for the rest of us.
High school.
You
know, I went to Kimball.
Bill Wellington said he was pushing all of us to be better because he wanted to win, and it worked. Mm-hmm. Steve Kerr said getting punched by MJ in the face was a good thing for me. Now, this is Pippen before Pippen started wilding out. He said carrying him off the court of the flu game, he said it was easy because he carried me for 11 seasons. This is what BJ Armstrong not even on here. I mean, it's more. Tony Kukoc. But this is the one I got from them 5 right there. So what I'm saying is LeBron, LeBron is a great player, but that's why I came back to what I said earlier. LeBron does too much, because if you're trying to get all the rebounds, what your power forward and centers doing? Are you turning them spot up shooters? If you piling up all the assists, like, well, what your guards doing? It's at some point in time you got to realize, wait a minute, let me do a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and then let me divest some of my talent to my teammates. That's what Phil had to get Jordan to understand. Because remember, what was Jordan doing? 45 points, 63 points. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get it. Jordan, scale it back to 30. Let Pippen chip in 16. Let Kerr chip in like 10 and right on the threes. Mm-hmm. This is one more I forgot to add in. Everybody said Jordan was a scorer, right? And yes, I got the stats to prove it. Hold on. But did you know that Michael Jordan has the highest assists per average in a final series by a non-point guard? Michael Jordan averaged 11.4 assists in his first NBA Finals game when he went against Magic. Remember when Paxson kept hitting all the threes?
Gave it to him and got that triple-double off of him?
I mean, he gave him triple.
And then they put Pippen on him for the rest of the series?
No.
You talking about that one?
Who guarded Magic when Pippen fouled out in Game 3 at the start of the fourth quarter? Who guarded Magic that game?
That I forgot.
Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna look into that.
You can, but see, that's that narrative.
I'm looking at that.
That's that narrative Shannon Sharp be doing on Undisputed, which I'll be like,
it's facts.
It's not facts. It's all narrative and it's lies. Because Magic gave him 1 triple-double, okay, but Jordan gave Magic a double-double. Did we forget that,
bro?
I'm just saying. But the point
y'all try to make it seem like I'm taking the dump on Jordan.
No.
But I'm still seeing a discussion with him and LeBron. It's still a discussion with him and LeBron.
LeBron ain't even better than Kobe.
Not to me.
He's not even better than Kobe.
When we look at the mentality, can you legitimately say LeBron's mentality is on par with Michael Jordan?
How can you go when you lack heart and can't shoot free throws down the stretch?
That's his kid. Everybody got something bad on their record.
But that's
Everybody
not
got-
LeBron.
and
I
I'm
mean,
not-
that's
and I'm
not,
not here
that's
to
not
debate that.
Jordan's. That's not Magic's. That's not Kobe's. That's
Mhm.
not Duncan's. That's not all the great. That's all the top ones on the Mount Rushmore. None of them got that problem.
Larry Bird, don't
Ain't
forget
none
him.
of them got that problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you're right. And I'm not here to debate that. But as far as playing that basketball, I'm sorry, man. It's Jordan. And right at his heel, because it's discussion, is LeBron.
So you believe LeBron's mentality is on par with Jordan?
Two different players.
LeBron.
I'm saying his mindset, the mentality though is what I'm saying.
Two different players.
Jordan, I
Because-
don't care.
because-
LeBron gonna get 4 other players, and Jordan get 4 other players, and I promise
Yeah.
you, dog them.
Because Jordan was in my lifetime, Jordan was the first one to say, "Hey, give me the ball and get out of my way. Give me the ball, get out of my way." But you got players like a Magic and a LeBron that's like, "Give me the ball, I'm gonna make something happen."
No,
Two different players, two different mindset. That's what I'm saying. So
but
it just depends on what you want.
LeBron is more like Wilt Chamberlain though. He ain't really like Magic. He gets the stats, but it's like, Wilt, you got all the numbers, but why are you 2-4 in the finals though? That's why we saying sometimes you got to do less. Each time Wilt did less, they won. Each time Wilt went out there and filled up the stat sheet, they lost.
We used to love watching LeBron run to the hole and all that. Same thing with Westbrook. When you see him pushing the rock at the end of the game, you know he's not about to pass it to KD in the corner open. You know he's about to pass it to whoever in the corner open. He about to run to the hole and get mad because he don't get the foul. Stop that. You can't. Hey, he averaged a triple-double for 2 years. So come on, that triple-double thing, that don't really mean nothing. You said impact of game, right? Impact of game. LeBron impact of game is not like Jordan's.
That's the
Jordan,
difference.
and to me, Jordan is the GOAT, but that wouldn't be the first person I pick.
Who would you pick?
I'll pick Kobe Bean Bryant. That's who I'm picking.
So
Hey,
you
I
would
can
pick
agree with that.
you would pick the watered down copy over the original.
You want to know why? Because that would be the challenge for me. Because I think Kobe was more of a. See, Kobe was like a ferocious version of Jordan. Like he had more dog than Jordan, but Jordan was smarter. Like Jordan was on another level, like of his peers. Kobe was like, I'm gonna do what Jordan do, but I'm gonna do it like harder than him. And I understand that ain't the most popular thing because you're the carbon copy. But I just like the way that Kobe did it. I just like the way he did it. He's not the most efficient. He's not more efficient than Jordan.
He dang so more efficient than LeBron. So
What?
Oh, he's not.
Wait a minute. LeBron and Kobe don't shoot the same shots though. So you gotta say the type of shots Kobe took opposed to the type of shots LeBron take. LeBron is more like 3 feet to the basket. He ain't really out there like Kobe in the mid-range 3-point land.
LeBron ain't got no jumper. We know that.
Not denying that. If we talking about who's the better shooter, okay, yeah, Jordan and Kobe, hands down. I'm not.
Who better on defense between Kobe and LeBron?
Kobe. It ain't even close.
I'm gonna say LeBron.
Kobe got 12 first-team all defensive.
I'm gonna say LeBron.
LeBron got 5.
LeBron can guard. If you have an undersized center, he can guard 1 through 5.
Why he didn't guard Dwight Howard in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals?
That's a good question, and I wasn't the coach.
No, man, my bad. Let me rephrase that. Why he didn't stop Dwight Howard? Because he was on it, and he got, what did Shaq say? Barbecue chicken. What happened?
Hey, I'm not here to debate that with you, sir. Like I said, it's black marks on everybody. And then on top of that, why can't you get on? El Gaston was known as a shot blocker, so why you can't get on El Gaston?
That's true, but people say LeBron can guard all 5. But
He
in
can.
07, why he didn't stop Tony Parker? Tony Parker had a field day on LeBron. Did he not?
Parker had a field day on that.
Which time?
07, when Tony Parker won the Finals MVP against the Cavs.
Tell me that was the first year.
Yeah.
LeBron was a baby. LeBron
Now
was
he
a baby.
Oh, now he a baby.
Okay,
LeBron
so
was a baby. Y'all want to go ahead and use that. Oh, that was early in Jordan's career. I'm gonna use that same card too.
Wait a minute. Was LeBron a baby against the Pistons when he beat them?
Yeah, he was a baby.
Oh, okay. He was a baby.
Baby.
Okay. So he was a baby in 2011 against the Mavs.
no.
That's not a fair for me. That's not a fair comparison. I'm a Maverick.
I promise you put Michael Jordan on that squad, that series over in 5. I'm gonna give the Mavs 1, but that series over in 5.
Yeah, I admit that.
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Yeah, Maverick played that. We played over our head that series. I'm gonna be the first to admit that.
And I'm gonna give y'all props because the Mavs was hot. I mean, they beat the Trailblazers, they beat the Thunder, swept the Lakers. But you put Michael Jeffrey Jordan, D Wade, Bosh.
Because we was still mad at what happened to us in 06 when we got robbed.
I agree with that. Dwayne Wade did get like 200 free throws.
Ray Allen play on that team?
Nah, Ray Allen came in.
No, that was the Shaq year before Shaq left Miami. Before he went to Boston.
He saved
Phoenix
here too.
Yeah, with that shot.
It's about to be over for them too. Now, don't get me wrong, LeBron up there, but he ain't that. He ain't that guy.
Yeah, I done seen him flame out too many times, man. To me, he got to have a closer. See, Jordan didn't need a closer. Kobe didn't need a closer. LeBron had Dwayne Wade closer, Kyrie Irving closer, Anthony Davis closer. How much help do you really need? I mean,
I don't give a damn who win. If you a closer, or we winning the game or not. See that we got to get out that mind frame. Just because I don't close the game don't mean I'm all time great.
But ain't that what the great ones do?
So you got to deduct something from Jordan because didn't Steve Kerr, didn't John Paxson hit the shot?
They were up 3-2.
No, you just said closer, right? They closed the
Okay. So let me break this down.
yeah,
Kyrie, wait a minute. Kyrie and Ray Allen missed the shot. What's the outcome?
They lose.
Okay, wait. Bulls was up 3-2 both times. When Paxson hit his shot, when Curry hit his shot. So, like I said, let's just spin a narrative. If Paxson missed the shot, Bulls are still up 3-2.
And then Jordan gonna go for 60 in Game 7.
If Curry missed the shot, they're still up 3-2. So the point when they say that shot, they don't never give a context. That's again what Shannon do. Like I said, if they ever bring me on Undisputed, Shannon gonna be ready to fight me. Because each time he come with the bullshit, I'm like, let's tell the truth. I'm gonna say, hey DJ, pull up that shot. Let's see who was up in the series. So when they say this person closed or this person closed, no, you got to give context. If Kurt missed his shot, Paxson missed his shot, Bulls are still up 3-2. They still leading the series. Like he said, Jordan gonna go for 60 or 50. Boom, game over. Ray Allen missed his shot. Kyrie missed his shot. LeBron is 1-9 in the finals.
Right.
That is like, what? 1-9? No, man. No.
Bro.
I got another thing about Kobe. When Shaq fouled out, or when they used Hacker Shaq, who closed for the Lakers?
Oh, we already know what it is.
I know it was Kobe.
Again, Kareem. Remember when he sprung his ankle? He was out game 6. Dr. J, Daryl Dawkins, they said they was finna have a field day. They had the party ready and everything. Mm-hmm. What Magic say? Oh, never fear. I'm gonna jump center. I'm gonna play power forward. I'm gonna play small forward, guard, point guard. Now, I didn't see that because I was too young, but my pops told me that story. I didn't believe it. I'm like, man, Daddy, quit capping. I had to see it on YouTube. I'm like, yo, this man Magic literally played all 5 positions.
The baby Sky Hook. Remember that?
Yeah.
But wait a minute. But he guarded Dr. J as well. So not just offensively, he did it on both ends. Magic, the only rookie to win Finals MVP. The point I'm making is when you say you that guy, I'm sorry, you got to close the deal. You can't be like, okay, here, you do it now.
Okay, so why did Jordan pass off the shot then?
That was that play was designed. Remember?
If I'm that, like you just said, if I'm that guy, I gotta close the show. If I gotta close this series.
He had already scored the last. He already scored the last 10 buckets.
Right.
The game ain't over with. Going on what you just said. You gotta close the show.
Yeah, he did.
Why didn't you take the shot?
That's one shot. We're
You
not
wanna
talking
know?
about somebody closing the
You wanna
entire
know?
fourth quarter.
This is the difference. See, when LeBron do that, he pass it to what's your boy Kyle Korver, and he miss it. See, the thing about it is, hey, maybe you should have went to the rack that time, because the thing about it is about situational. That whole defense was following Jordan at that point. When he kicked it out, they didn't have nothing to do but make it. When you got LeBron playing, he don't have like a flow or a rhythm. He just out there playing smart all the time. And so then there's no real flow. And then when you put a man in a situation, he don't know. He don't know if he ain't got that confidence. And that's what I'm saying. That little bit of difference is what makes Jordan up there and LeBron not. Because I would say that LeBron not even better than Magic.
That's a great argument. You can also put Larry Bird in there.
He's better than Bird. He's better than
And
Bird.
what I'm gonna give you this, athletic wise and
Shoot the
individual.
ball, no. He can't hold a candle to Bird.
I'm gonna give you athletically, yes, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you individual defense, but not team defense. I'll give him that.
Man, LeBron is athletically better than all them players combined. He more athletic than Kobe, Jordan, Kevin Durant, Magic, Bird. He more athletic than all of them. He just lacked the heart, and that's a lot. That heart gets you to close the game. That heart get that killer in you and put that dagger in teams and make them be mad until they see you again next year.
That's my whole contention. Like I said, is he great? Yes, but it's like this GOAT. It's like, are we just looking over Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan won 3 championships in 3 different eras of basketball. The 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. He won 5. 3 finals MVPs. He won, let me see. What else am I missing?
Now this me being biased because I'm a Maverick fan. One of them rings was fixed because they fixed that draft for him to go to San Antonio when Dave Robinson was there.
I won't disagree with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Just like they fixed the ones for the Lakers when they beat the Kings.
It's a Shakespeare quote. There was something rotten in Denmark with that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so
they had Sean Elliott was a beast.
Hey,
his knees gave out on him, but Sean Elliott was a dude too.
Hey,
he was that dude too. Come on, Avery Johnson too. Come on, man.
Hey, Bubba, don't shoot me when I say this though. Okay, hear me out. Dirk, 1 ring is more valuable than all of LeBron's rings. Don't shoot me, man. Don't shoot me. Okay.
Not the 3-1 ring.
That one too.
No.
Okay. Wait.
No.
Wait. Put Dirk on that 2016 Cavs team. They're not even going down 1-3.
Hell, they might lose.
No, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
They might lose. And I'm a Maverick. I'm telling you, they might lose.
The year the Warriors won, what? All them 70, what was it? 72?
73 and 9.
That's what we're talking about.
Bro, that year wasn't nobody, bro. Ain't nobody supposed to beat the Warriors that year. You telling me a team that lost 9 games all year and like all those games, 82 games, you telling me you about to beat them like 3 games in a row, 2 games in a row? Come on, bro.
And then what was funny on that, a Westbrook team with Kevin Durant had them down 3-1.
Oh, because they wasn't better than us.
And had them down 3-1.
Because they got up 3-1.
OKC had more talent, but IQ, they weren't even close to the Warriors.
Exactly. And that's why they lost was IQ. That was it. That was it.
So it should have been no way. 73-9. Got home court advantage. You got game 6 and game 7 at your house at the Bay Area by the Golden Gate Bridge.
Go ahead.
And you lost. And you let LeBron go off for 40 the last both games to win it on your floor.
Turn the knife.
And I need to know why.
You right. Turn the knife. Put it in my neck too. You right. That's why I can't stand. I stopped watching basketball because of that. I literally stopped watching basketball because of that. So I feel you. So I got to get that to LeBron, right? On paper, I got to get that to LeBron. So that's why the Dirk argument is close.
Yeah. Now that ring we just got done talking about. No, it's not better than that. I admit that. And now
Who was Dirk? Who did
better than everything that
no,
Kevin Durant has done.
I got a question. Who did Dirk have in 2011 that was even close to a Kyrie Irving? Be honest. Don't bull jive me.
That's not fair because he had a young Kyrie, but yet we had a Hall of Famer in Jason Kidd.
No, Jay Kidd a baller.
Yeah, he a baller.
And he was at the end of his career too. So I'm just saying, so that's you comparing the young Kyrie to a Hall of Famer in his career, Jay Kidd. That's not fair.
No. Wait, this is why I'm saying this because Dirk didn't leave Dallas. Had Dirk left and went to Phoenix when
he almost did.
But when Steve Nash finally, took that next leap and became the All NBA point guard, no, Dirk stayed with that one franchise, and they had to go get free agents. So I'm still the point I'm saying is, you give Dirk a Kyrie Irving with the way. Remember, they both are 50, 40, 90 guys, so Dirk can play off ball. He don't need the ball.
Yeah, he don't.
He catch it off screens.
One of the most unstoppable. That
is when you can score without having to dominate the ball. That makes you more versatile. LeBron, if you take the ball out of his hands, what is he doing? Standing around.
But hell, he's every time you try to play off ball, then that's when the team start losing. So when I'm losing, give me the ball, and then let's go get this lead. And
so when you don't have the ball, how do you make yourself effective though? Because that's a team game. You got to be able to make impact even when you don't have the ball. That's the point I'm making.
Right, but you also got to have it's like you said, it's a team game. I need my teammates to come with me. I can't keep dragging. We know that young LeBron and Miami LeBron can drag any team to the promised land. If you, can drag you to the gate to the promised land.
Now,
if you get in there, it's a whole different story because he can't win it by himself.
Now, when you say drag, see what people don't understand is that helps the opposition because you know what they're gonna say. We can do this one or two ways. We can either let him get his stats like they did Will Chamberlain and shut down his team because we know he don't have any other options. He's one-dimensional, or we could double team him and make his teammate beat us, which they're not going to do because they're not playing a system. See, Golden State, when Steph Curry come across half court, all eyes on him.
Of course, because the Joker the Joker can shoot from Jupiter, man.
Okay, Kobe Bryant come across
be on bars and everybody. Come on, man.
Kobe Bryant, it's fair. Kobe Bryant crossed half court, all eyes on him. Sometimes you have to know when, just like you said earlier, you got to know when the defense is keying on you. Okay, now I know what my role player is about to do. I know where Steve Kerr is. I know where John Paxson's is. I know where Pippen wants the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can do so much that you take away your other teammates' talent. See, LeBron, he go out there and get all them stats, but that's why I said when LeBron ain't got the ball, he's null and void. He's just like Westbrook. He's just out there looking. Nah, man, go screen.
Right.
Have some off-ball activity. Show me what you're doing weak side, opposite of the ball. Like, give and go. You got to be able to do all of that. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, okay, I ain't got the ball. I'm going to just look. Even Jordan, when he didn't have the ball in his hand, he either setting screens, he backdoor cutting, he doing something. He's moving. Like, you got to keep the defense off balance is the point I'm making. But with LeBron, like they say, I think his gift is his curse because, he can get he can get rebounds, assists, triple doubles, block, steal. Well, what the defense is going to sit back and say, let's look at Popovich. Well, hey, let's just make him shoot. Put Kawhi Leonard on him. What happened? What did the Mavericks do? Oh, man, we got to make this dude shoot the ball.
No, Mavericks, he just melted down. I would just say that.
That never happened to Jordan, though. That's to me, that ended that whole debate.
Jordan just went ahead and retired.
That ended that whole debate.
He retired.
Yeah, Jordan just retired. But Jordan couldn't win by himself though. I mean, let's just be for real.
Who won by themselves?
Nobody can win by themselves.
No, but y'all just beating up LeBron by not doing it by himself. He gotta have a heart. He gotta be a monster. He gotta be all this. Now Jordan had all that heart and being a monster before anybody. We just agreed to that. Nothing correct?
Yeah, but you.
So why wasn't he a monster against the Milwaukee Bucks when they put him out 3-1?
You said he didn't.
Why wasn't he a monster when the Celtics put him out, called him guy sneakers?
Wait a minute. Why LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons then? Because Jordan did.
Hey.
He had an all-star. He had it guys because Jordan didn't have no all-star teammates. He was making the playoffs.
Hey, that happened. That'll happen.
I'm trying to figure this out.
But what's funny is on that end, Jordan was also older than LeBron, and LeBron was 18 years old.
But the NBA don't go by your age.
A lot of an 18-year-old.
Jordan was 18 winning Olympic medals though and national titles.
Facts. Not disagreeing with you on that.
So, while LeBron didn't win,
Christian Laettner was just he was on the Olympic team. So okay.
But I'm saying how LeBron win a bronze medal at 18, like you couldn't get the gold.
Hey, that was the flop team. It was what it was. Didn't nobody want to go. That happens.
I don't know about all that.
Come on now, be for real, man.
Be
for real, man.
He is better than LeBron. When they play head up, that's KD showed them what was up. KD better than LeBron.
KD needed a super team to beat him.
Didn't LeBron need that in 2010 when he said not 5, not 12, not 13? What didn't LeBron do that first? I'm just asking, man.
Now I will admit that Oklahoma team was some babies. They were babies. Nobody's. Now I will admit, when I seen Kevin Durant scoring all them points at Texas, I'm like, and I sat down with my cousin. She loved her basketball. You can't tell her nothing. I was like, he gonna be a scorer, but he not gonna be a scorer like I'm gonna be the first to admit I didn't see Kevin Durant scoring like he's scoring now. Not when he was in college. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he make it look easy.
He making it look too easy. But if you are that guy, you got to bring him home. Why can't he do that? You had a 73-9 team down 3-1.
Bruh.
You had a home game in your building to where you could have. Now they had home court advantage. You had Game 6 in OKC and you couldn't close it. You that got.
You know why? You know, you play sports. You know that the games is about momentum, right? And so at that point, when it was, we know the Warriors about to close them out if Draymond would have played that game. We also know that as insignificant that people think Draymond is the core of the team.
He do the dirty work. I can't say
his impact goes beyond the stat sheet. I just want to say that.
He's that so-called. You know why the heck that happened? Well, it was a steal right here. Who got that steal? Draymond. Oh, that's what happened. So it was a momentum play.
So then
who's that guy? I'm not. I admit that. I think he's a bigger punk in the NBA. But I go ahead.
And then once you took that part out, right, that stopped the momentum. So LeBron and them had to win that game. They won that game.
Then no. We're talking about Kevin Durant now. We're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about Kevin Durant.
He's talking about the Thunder.
Okay. I thought you were talking about that 72 team because no.
We're talking about Kevin Durant.
So when Kevin Durant played LeBron head to head, KD won, right? Two times.
When he was in with Green Bay and when he was in State,
yeah. But you saying that he didn't succeed without having a super team, but I think it wasn't really his fault that OKC team didn't achieve. It was Westbrook.
Yeah, that was Westbrook.
I agree with that.
Now,
because looking at now,
and got rid of Westbrook and kept Harden, they would have had a better chance.
I mean, even if Westbrook would have stayed, if that team would have stayed together, you had Serge Ibaka, you had You had Reggie Jackson as coming off your bench, and you had Harden and Westbrook and KD, and you had them as babies. You drafted all of them.
Team. They would have been the Warriors before the Warriors.
This is what I always said. I said they should have moved Harden to the point and moved Russ to the 2, even though he couldn't shoot, but move him to the 2. So
I agree
Russ,
with that.
you got the green light, just shoot it. Harden, you keep the offense balanced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Both of
smooth.
them high turnover guys though too.
Well,
Both of them.
but Harden was a little bit more secure with the ball. Westbrook was just out of control.
Look at Harden now. Harden is still leading in turnover. He's been leading in turnover for the last couple of years.
But he
He's
wasn't
always
that
been
bad.
that high turnover guy.
He wasn't that bad in OKC though.
Yeah,
He used to close.
Harden knows how to make the right pass, and sometimes he just don't. This fool Westbrook don't know the right pass. He don't even know the pass. So you get a little bit of advantage with your boy, but they both kind of like self-imposed players. You know, they always want to have the ball, and that's not good for a person like KD because he's not the point guard.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So that's like everybody want to throw Kevin Durant. Okay, but Kevin, when you was a baby, what did you do against LeBron? Everybody want to say, "Oh, he had a super team." Okay, cool, yeah, fine. He had a super team. He had the best team ever by record in the regular season. He had them down 3-1, and he couldn't finish the deal. Why?
Wait a minute.
Wait. People sweep it up under the rug.
Hold on.
As far as the black mark on Kevin Durant,
No,
but yet he lost. He had that team down.
Okay.
Now, if that was LeBron, you would have killed him.
No, this is my response to that. You said KD's supposed to be that guy, and why didn't he seal the deal? Mm-hmm. Why are the Lakers the 9th seed right now?
Then again, they right now had nothing to do. Keep it on the subject.
Wait, what's the common denominator though? That's the point I'm making. Russell Westbrook. He has a low IQ. He is a nut job. He got an alpha personality, but his IQ is like, how far do I go down the list? Gamma or iota? Like his IQ is just like, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Right.
Like for wait a minute, for Kevin Durant to go to the finals with him, we gotta applaud KD. Like seriously. You got to give that man his just due. Because you see what has everybody else did with Russell Westbrook. With James Harden, bounced in the second round. He went to the Washington Wizards play-in tournament, bounced in the first round. Now he with LeBron. LeBron is now seeing what KD had to deal with all the years. That's what everybody don't want to admit. Right. Westbrook is a nut job. Now he's talented. He go out and he get triple doubles, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But he'll. I'm gonna tell you about Westbrook. Westbrook will give you 30 points on 22 shots. That's not good. Right. Giving you 30 points on 24 shots. No, that's not good.
I agree.
KD can give you 30 on 14 easy with his eyes closed.
No debating that. Debating that.
That's the difference in the two right there. Because Westbrook, in his mind, I got to get the stats. No, nigga, play to win the game. Okay? Damn them stats. Quit turning the ball over.
Well, he think those stats will solidify him and the criticisms against him because he can always say, I averaged a triple-double.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the reason why I do that. But I saw a question that said, would Harden work in the Warrior system? Absolutely not, because he doesn't play team defense. The Warriors is based on team defense and rotations. He don't do all that.
Yes, he don't. And with the Warriors, I noticed their system: dribble, pass, shoot, defense. LeBron wouldn't work with them. I know a lot of people like, what are you? No, he went dribble, pass, shoot, defense. They don't really want nobody that holds the ball at the top of the key and say dribble.
We talking about this version of LeBron, or we talking about?
I'm talking about any version of LeBron.
Use a damn fool.
No, you want to know why? Because he don't even work for Steph Curry. We don't like Steph Curry with the ball controlling like that.
The Golden State system is predicated on ball movement and off-ball activity. LeBron don't do that. LeBron don't move the ball.
So knowing what you know now about Steph Curry and best long-distance shooter to ever play the game, no debate on that. So you mean to tell me if you got a LeBron who is universally recognized as having one of the best IQs to ever play the game this side of Magic Johnson, right? Mm-hmm. You got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson as spot up shooters with the highest IQ handling the ball, he can't make that work.
No,
I'm gonna tell you why. What
Get
LeBron
out of
going?
here,
Wait a
y'all.
minute. Wait.
Even
What is
y'all don't believe that.
what is LeBron?
Y'all
Wait.
don't believe that.
What is LeBron doing without the ball?
And again, what version of LeBron are we talking? You said in
You
LeBron.
can take any. What version do you want to use?
So if I take that Miami version of LeBron, his first 3 years in Miami, and put him on that Warriors team, they will do nothing.
What is he doing without the ball?
He's handling. What are you talking about?
The Warriors system do not allow one person to hold the ball. That's what Sam was saying.
Right.
With Golden State, it's ball moving. When they get the ball, it's 1,001, 1,002. You either finna drive, you're gonna pass, or you're gonna shoot. But ain't no sitting here like Harden and dribble like LeBron, dribble. They don't allow that. You got to play defense.
Now, me personally, I would think that he would do that, but on his kick out, he gonna have more assists because you got Steph, you got Klay out there who are going to make shots.
So you're saying LeBron is basically a better version of Draymond.
Yes.
So you're gonna have two Draymonds with Steph and Klay.
Yes.
That ain't a good mix. That's like oil and water.
Why would you say that?
Because Draymond, him alone is enough. Draymond, he play the defense, he get the assist. Every now and then, he hit his little jump shot, but he's not looking to score. Draymond is really like the point guard if you look at that team. If you got Draymond trying to run the point, what is LeBron doing?
Okay, so you just said that was too much, but yeah, you had Iggy and Draymond, who were defensive guys on the same team, who beat LeBron, but that's not too much. But if LeBron wants to do it, it's too much. But I'm not understanding your way of thinking. Come on now.
Iggy don't command the ball. Iggy come in for defense, 3-point shooting.
But I just brought that up, and you just said two Draymonds was oil and water. But I just brought up the same thing that just happened, and that's okay.
Iggy. Oh, go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
No, it's just like it's like styles make fights, right? It's like the style. LeBron doesn't play that style of basketball. Now, could he play that style of basketball? Yeah, if we would have caught him earlier in his career, for sure he would have fit. For sure, then if we'd have caught him early in his career. But once he became LeBron, the ball person, and I'm looking around doing whatever I want to do, he wouldn't work in Golden State system.
I think
now.
With the IQ he has, I think he can.
No, yeah, but the thing about it is, he's used to having the highest IQ on the court. The reason why he would have a hard time, unless his personality would fit it, is he wouldn't be the only one on the court with a high IQ. The Warriors predicate themselves on high IQ. They play high IQ basketball. That's why they were saying we light years ahead of the rest of the teams, because they were. You know what I'm saying? We just got tripped up by LeBron and whatever else was going on. But the Warriors, I don't think he would. I mean, I just don't. I honestly would want it to work, but it wouldn't. It was just the styles, I think.
Notice when Draymond got the ball, Curry on the move, Klay on the move, KD on the move. When Kyrie got the ball, or when Dwayne Wade got the ball, that's what I'm asking. Like, people only want to focus on one aspect. Nah, you got to go every level of the game. You got to be like, what is he doing when the other man got the ball? Is he trying to set a screen? Is he cutting to the goal? What is his weak side activity? Like, that's what I'm asking. Like, you put him over there, automatically you got to what? You got to run his system. I mean, he got to come down. He got to make all the decisions. Now, I get what you're saying, so I'm a somewhat understand where you're coming from. Give LeBron the ball, let Steph and Klay come off their screen, blase. Okay, cool. But how long are you gonna keep being one-dimensional like that? See,
that didn't work for the Warriors.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, then that also goes to the point of, can LeBron play off the ball? Because what was one thing LeBron wanted to do when he signed with the Lakers? I want to be more off the ball. I'm getting older. He wanted to come off the ball. So you can't say that it's a willingness that he won't stay on the ball. He wants to come off the ball. But he don't want to be the main. He don't want to be the main primary ball handler.
They missed the playoffs that year though when he came off the ball.
Okay, and what everybody gonna say? He had a bunch of babies. Lonzo Ball And well, hell, the New Orleans crew. That's what I call
Okay.
it.
What happened when the 2011 when he played off the ball? Because Dwayne Wade was like the primary, well, he was he was like the number one option.
2011.
LeBron was number
Didn't
two.
they go to the finals?
They went to the finals, but I'm saying, what did he do as the number two option?
Okay, and that's something. And that's something that I don't understand. How one person gets to a finals and you kill them, but somebody couldn't get out the first round and you sweep it under the rug. I don't.
Wait. Are we gonna use context?
Because you just did it.
No. Hold on. Because Michael Jordan didn't leave Chicago. He didn't say I'm gonna take my talents to Houston Rockets and join Hakeem. He stayed in Chicago. So hold on.
Okay.
We got to use context. So you
Okay,
telling me?
and the difference is people wanted to go to Chicago.
No. Are you telling me Michael Jordan with Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon from his draft pick, or you could say Michael Jordan with John Stockton and Hakeem not getting out the first round?
I want to hear that. I want to make sure I heard that. Say that one more time.
You take Michael Jordan and his other top 4 draft classmates like LeBron did with Wade and Bosh. So you take Hakeem Olajuwon, John Stockton, and Jordan joins them, they're going to take over a decade. Nobody's beating them.
I agree with that.
That's the point I'm making. So when y'all say first round, you got people don't be using context. I'm not saying you, but mainly Shannon. When I see that, like, are we putting context into this equation? Because Jordan didn't have no all NBA players over there. Jordan had himself. I mean, that's what I think his video clicked out, but he'll come back in. Like, I'll be like, are we not using context when we say this? Like, Dwayne Wade already won Finals MVP. Chris Bosh, franchise player for the Raptors. Like, LeBron even said it. We're supposed to win 8 championships. They won 2.
Chris Bosh was going crazy in Toronto.
That's what I'm telling people. Like, come on, man.
I don't know when he got them all together.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. My bad.
No,
you have to put extra on LeBron so that way we don't sweep him out of the discussion. But we wouldn't sweep him out the discussion if people wouldn't try to put him up there with the GOAT.
He's one of the best to play the game.
Yeah, top 10.
I give him top 10.
Top 5.
Hey, Bub, I got a question. Do you believe LeBron could have took Hakeem's Rockets to the finals?
Yeah.
Give me your reason.
Now that team was some dogs.
So you remove
Maxwell, Jet, them was some Big Shot Bob, Thorpe, them was some dogs.
And you honestly believe LeBron? You believe LeBron could take them to the finals?
Yes.
Olajuwon?
I don't.
If you just taking the Olajuwon off that team, right?
Yes.
That means I got Thorpe, I got Jet, I got Maxwell, and I got Sam Cassell.
Kenny Smith, Robert Orr.
Oh yeah, they might have won a championship.
Yeah, they would have won that. But I'm sorry.
Oh wait. See, but you're not understanding. So you telling me LeBron is going to replace Hakeem Olajuwon as a center, and I'm staying at center, not being at the top of the key, dribble, staying at the center and playing that position. He going to duplicate what Hakeem did.
Actually, what would happen is Thorpe would go to the center, and then LeBron would pay the flow.
They would have had a hard enough time trying to keep up with LeBron. They wouldn't have cared about a center. They would have been like,
and Maxwell, and like I said, Maxwell was a dog. Come on, man.
They'd have been like, who is this 6'8" nigga just doing everything?
Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. They still would have won.
If you put him with some stars where he ain't got to take the last shot, he good.
Because think about it. Now, the only difference is the Magic probably would have won 1 game, maybe even 2.
So you telling me LeBron is going to be the X factor on Shaq when he couldn't stop Dwight Howard?
Oh, nah, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
The thing about it is
Shaq would have destroyed him.
Yeah. Now, Penny, Nick, and Dennis would have did what they did. Shaq was going to get his, but you can forget about Penny. You can forget about the other folks.
I ain't gonna say that. Penny still going. Nobody was stopping Penny for his knee injury. Penny was a dog.
Yeah, I big fan of Penny. Now Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott, them some sharpshooters too.
Brian Shaw.
Hey. Be
Them some
sharp.
sharpshooters.
I said they was all right.
Yeah, but now that would have been only different. Now the Magic probably won. They would probably win one, maybe 2 games, but yet if you taking Elijah one off and putting LeBron there, yeah.
The reason I disagree because LeBron had too much talent in 2011 and couldn't seal that deal. He ain't got no all-stars in Houston. I don't see that working. That's just my opinion on that one. You couldn't get it done with Wade and Bosh in 2011. Ain't no Wade and Bosh in Houston, so
yeah.
No, I'm just if that Houston team was some dogs.
Oh yeah, they were some dogs. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, if you say like, would they take like you take somebody off and put him on the Seattle team with the Rain Man and Gary Payton? No, I don't think he gets him over the hump. He gets him there, but he might not get him over.
Yeah, because people don't get that 96 Supersonics. They don't get that team enough credit. Like they literally was like shooting a 3 at the rate like the Rockets was shooting a 3 with Harden, but they were more efficient though.
They just went up against Jordan.
Yeah,
they went up against Jordan and Pippen. That was it. I mean, who were getting over that? You got Jordan, you got Pippen, you got Grant. Who's getting over that hump? That's a mountain. Hell, you could. Hell, I can play freaking center. Yeah, they had Bill Cartwright and Luke Long playing with centers at one point in time on the Chicago team.
Hold on, Bill Cartwright was a defensive center though. You got to give him his props now.
And again, they still drafted. They drafted Horace Grant. They drafted Pippen. Who's getting over that mountain?
Wait, they drafted Oakley too, but they traded Oakley to get Cartwright.
Yeah, and then only time he got that one revenge game on him, but hell, Jordan wasn't there. There was that one finals that Nick got to, now the East Conference final that they got to, and Jordan wasn't there.
Yeah, because they beat him in the second round. Pippen went over there and was pouting on the bench like a little girl. His Kukoc got the last shot. Like
right.
And then hell,
unselfish.
he was one of the best 6 men in the league before he came to the book.
Oh, most definitely.
My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot about that. But when he was in Milwaukee, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it.
You said 6 man who?
Kukoc.
Yeah, the Bulls drafted him though. He got drafted by them like in 1991, but he didn't come over there to like 94.
I just want to bring that up.
No, he won 6 man of the year playing with who though? See, matter of fact, hey, hold on. Hey, brother Sam, quick question.
Yeah.
Who won 6 man of the year playing with Kobe Bryant in 2011? Or was it 2010?
Lamar.
Oh, that's what I thought. Tony Kukoc won 6 man of the year playing with the great Michael Jordan. So, brother Bubba, who won 6 man of the year playing with your man LeBron James?
Nobody.
Why is that?
That's a good question.
That's a good point.
Even I think was it Iggy got 6 man of the year with the Warriors?
Oh yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, he won the MVP of the finals.
I'm trying to see now. Again, as great as LeBron is, how come he ain't got no 6 man of the year on his team playing with him at that year?
Jamal Crawford was a dog too. I mean, Jamal Crawford won a couple times. Yeah,
no,
I got that. I'm not here to debate that.
But I'm saying, how come LeBron James has not improved the play of a teammate to win that 6 man of the year award?
Okay, that's telling me that I didn't need somebody to come off the bench to save me.
It's a team game. That's not nobody saving you.
Oh, and then plus, then that's kind of sort of not fair because Ginobili was the 6th man of the year a bunch of times in San Antonio, so that's not fair. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, but Ginobili came in and started at the bottom though. He didn't come in from another team and was established. I'm trying to see, like, even did JR win 6 man of the year with Melo?
I'm not for sure.
I believe he did.
No, for sure.
Let's stall LeBron out. Let's stall LeBron out.
Hey, hold on. I got two more. Wait a minute, Sam. I got two more. Who Michael Cooper win 6 Man of the Year with?
Magic.
Who Bill Walton win 6 Man of the Year with?
Bill Walton.
Portland?
Yeah,
No. Bill
he
Walton
won-
played with Portland.
No, when he won 6 Man of the Year.
He retired when he left. He was retired because he had to quit it.
He did for like 2 years, and he came back. 6 Man of the Year with the Celtics.
Really?
Yes. I'm trying to see how all these other guys elevated the play of their teammate, but I'm trying to see why this particular guy, nobody won 6 Man of the Year with him. I mean, Jet won 6 Man of the Year with the Mavericks. Just saying, I'm seeing a common theme. I'm seeing a common theme here. So I'm telling y'all right now, if I ever get chose going undisputed, Shannon Sharp gonna put a hit out on me. Because I'm really gonna make them glasses bust. I'm gonna make him come out them tight ass suits he be wearing. He gonna be like, Skip, get him off this shit. I'm just telling the truth. Damn.
Remember they had a little contest saying they were gonna have a viewer come on the show? I think so, man. I'm trying to be in contact with somebody because I'm telling you, man, if that was some years ago. They never had a couple years ago, and I don't think they ever did it. But
yeah.
What you got to do is you got to create the platform for yourself and then get big enough where people want to hear and be like, put him with this person to see what happened, and then make the people decide what happened.
Yeah, because I mean, even
we keep these kind of conversations up, it'll reach a point.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Because like in them little debate groups on Facebook, I be telling cats like, man, I'm not gonna do all this back and forth, send 1,000 measurement. Come on, man, I got a link, man. Let's go live. Like that's too easy. Hey, I probably done challenged 20 dudes, only one accepted. I said, wow. I said, wow. That tells me everything I need to know right there.
Did y'all do who was the best boxer?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to next.
That's what we're about to go to now.
Oh,
yeah.
That was. I haven't even thought about that one. Go ahead. I'm listening to them. Y'all might trigger something for me to think.
I mean, man, honestly, like I'm still learning the boxing game because I know it's a pugilistic sport, and I mean, I love Ali. I feel like Ali set the standard, for boxing, and it's. I mean, to me, it's so many you could put in there: Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, Marvin Hagler, all them cats. But man, it's hard to go against Money Mayweather, man. That man 51 and old. Like, the point, and I get it. There's different weight classes too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know Ali in his division, heavyweights, yeah, I give him GOAT. But I'm saying just overall, and like again, maybe I'm biased to defense because I'm a defensive guy. Like I said, I'm gonna take prime. But man, it's hard. It's hard to say to me, Mayweather is not the GOAT of boxing. But I won't disagree with y'all points of view on who y'all feel as the GOAT. I'm gonna let y'all rap first, and I'm gonna listen to y'all.
All right, Brother Sam, he might be a little older than I am, so he might see a lot more boxing than I have. So I going off of what I've seen the YouTube videos and I've heard, the impact. Not just, what Ali did. I can't deny that it's chronicled, but I didn't see it. So I would love to give him the go, but I didn't see it. But going off what I've seen on my 36 years on this earth, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have my picks are gonna be out of Tyson, Mayweather, and Roy Jones.
Ooh.
Hey,
I have to sit down and think about that.
Them some
Like I
heavy
said,
hitters right there.
I'm just going in my lifetime. Like I said, I'm not trying to. When somebody tell you they're the greatest and they show you they're the greatest and they didn't duck nobody, I mean, I'm gonna lean your way. But I said I didn't see Ali. And going out the comment, I didn't see Jack Johnson either. I didn't see Rocky Marciano. I'm just going off what I seen.
Right.
If I going off what I seen and what I on this earth for 36 years, I've never seen nobody that was intimidating like Tyson. I didn't see nobody that was more dominant on defense like Money Mayweather. And a complete fighter that was defense, offense. He was all over. I mean, he was like a matrix before he did the stupid thing, but jumping over a cruiserweight to go to heavyweight to jump back down and mess his career up. Roy was that dude. Roy Jones Jr. was that dude. You can't forget about that man. It's in my eyes, it's a discussion with them three in my lifetime.
Nice. No, you can't go wrong with that. With Mike Tyson, niggas are scared of him still.
Still. And you see, and they just, even though it was a little charity, I call it a charity thing.
Yeah.
You seen how he was him and Roy Jones.
Roy Jones didn't.
Tyson still look good.
Roy Jones didn't
No
want
homo. Go ahead. I mean,
no. I'm just saying he didn't want to fight Mike Tyson like that in real life.
No.
No. Let me see. Mine's. Oh, man. So I am a little bit older than you. I'm 48. Just turned 48. I didn't watch Ali like that. I didn't get to feel it like that, you know what I'm saying? But I got to witness it because that's when I kind of first started watching boxing as my dad. And all the greats say he's the greatest, so I'm a default with them and say he's the greatest. Now, as far as who I've watched, yeah, I'm gonna go with Roy for sure. Roy was that guy for sure. I'm gonna say, damn, this is gonna be kind of controversial. Maybe I like De La Hoya. De La Hoya fought everybody.
Yeah. And I'm also, and not to cut you off, and I'm sorry, because Golden Age of boxing, going off your age. You can't forget about Maury Haglund. Can't forget about Sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Tommy Hearns. Don't forget Tommy Hearns.
I remember you can't forget about him either.
All of them is great. All of them, like all of them. Shucks. De La Hoya. I like De La Hoya because he fought everybody. Maybe that's like a emotional pick, maybe. But then my third person would probably be like Lennox Lewis. Really, wasn't nobody fucking with Lennox Lewis.
I can't disagree with that.
Mike Tyson didn't want to see Lennox Lewis. And then when Lennox Lewis did lose, he just beat the shit out the dude, which that's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the epitome of the sweet science? That's who that would be. That's who I would be. Now, my all-time favorite, Mike Tyson, hands down. But I see Mike Tyson get his ass whooped by Evander because Evander wasn't scared of him. Like that's why he won most of the time. Most of it was because he wasn't scared of Mike. But Mike is my favorite all time though. So it's hard. Boxing is a little harder to pick a GOAT for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like you said, all them great Hagler and Duran and all them was beats. You could throw them in any time period of boxing and they would have been them.
Yeah, because that was the golden age of boxing. Because I was a baby when I was.
So just while we on the topic, how many because I was just thinking when we was naming them all, but are y'all familiar with Jack Johnson?
Yeah, that's black heavyweight champion.
Yeah, because Jack, like I said, I had to do my research on him. Like he was the kind that he wasn't a company man. He went against the grain. Even when they wanted him to lose and he still won, it was like, you know what I'm saying? And he was more like a defensive guy. You know, he kind of catered to defense, which he had some offensive skills. But when I from my research and from what I found out, he was he set that standard for okay, you the defensive guy. And I think what else did I read? Oh, the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble came from when they used to take the little kids, tie them up with their one arm behind their back, and they blindfolded them like they did on James Brown movie. And I was like, wait a minute, this where they got the Royal Rumble from? And it's like whoever be the last one standing. So that's where Jack started, and coming up through the circuit, and what I'm saying, until he finally started winning the championships. And it's only one fight I think he lost, and it's like they kept telling him like, no, you're gonna throw this fight, or we're gonna lock you up or some shit. But other than that, like, no, Jack was a straight dog, and he talked shit, had that gold grill. I was like, oh yeah.
But if we're going off history though, and what we that's why I said I'm going off of my lifetime.
Yeah,
you can't forget about Joe
Frazier.
Yeah,
no,
Joe Louis. Yeah, but I mean, but even Frazier too though.
Yeah, Frazier too. I mean, he was the rival of the GOAT.
What about Rocky Marciano? He whooped Joe Louis's ass.
But how old was Joe? Joe was old. Joe went he served and came back.
Yeah.
No,
but like I say, boxing is like Brother Sam said, it's not fair, and that's why I asked the question to. I knocked it down to my lifetime. It's hard for me to pick. If I'm picking, and everybody in their prime, I'm talking about when I'm seeing them and they was good. I'm not talking about the stupid decision they made
right
when they would get knocked out. If I'm picking each fighter in their prime, it's a decision with me. I'm picking either out of Mayweather, because before he was Money Mayweather, he was Pretty Boy Mayweather, and that's when he was knocking everybody, and that's when he was more offensive than he was now.
Yeah.
Everybody forget about Pretty Boy was more offensive than Money. Money was a defense. He was flipping. And what I'm saying, I'm picking out of him, Roy, and Tyson in their prime. That's just me.
Yeah.
Now the De La Hoya thing, I'm still salty about, because he beat Tito. I don't care nobody. He beat Trinidad. He was robbed that fight. They should have ran that back.
Yeah, and you know how boxing is. So boxing, they be having shenanigans in boxing, especially back then. It's not so much now like it used to be when people get robbed. People used to obviously get robbed back then.
Yeah.
But Floyd, I don't know about your boy Floyd being the greatest, though, but it's hard to argue it because you ain't never seen him lose. So
now I will say he ran. He was running. Like right after that Gotti fight, and he became Money Mayweather. Okay, you dodging. No. After that the Sugar Shane fight. That's when he started doing his little, okay, I'm gonna fight you when I want to. Cause the Pacquiao fight happened I'm gonna say almost 10 years too late.
Man, Pacquiao would have jumped on his head in their prime.
I mean, come on. Both of you 40 years old. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, Floyd might be the smartest fighter, though.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, name me one better.
Yeah, he definitely might be the smartest fighter. And you ain't about to keep on hitting on him either, because he ain't about to let that happen.
Even and Canelo was a baby though, but did Canelo even touch Floyd?
Canelo was too young.
Yeah, he didn't even touch Floyd. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this in Mayweather defense. When the fight was supposed to happen in 2010, Pacquiao wouldn't take the test because I'm scared of needles. So that's that. Had he took the test, the fight would have went down. But he was like,
I hear that, but then somebody who I was listening somewhere, and it made perfect sense. If I'm in my main job, because boxing, I guess, was his second hustle. I'm a politician. And if I'm taking all these blood tests and this and the third, and who can say that a crooked person won't get a hold of my blood and then they try to have me tied up in litigation or something like that? Nobody ever thought about that.
Wow, that's deep.
Well, I'm gonna say this, but when you an asset such as Pacquiao, you should be more responsible. You should know, okay.
And I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
And the point I'm making is you should be able to say, hey, no, look, all this other stuff aside, this is boxing. I'm not gonna intertwine the two. So I need you, just like they get them non-DAs to write down that it's not gonna be no funny business with this test, meaning I know I ain't got no foreign substance in me now. So if it pop up later, how did it happen? See, you gotta know how to, like, I'm trying to think, it's a quote, you gotta know how to protect yourself at all times. Meaning you gotta be the chess master and already eliminate the variables and already know, like, no, this not gonna happen, this not gonna happen, that's not gonna happen. So you got it all documented, then you good. Because if anything, it's just like you said, let's say he done that, but he didn't have anything on paper wrote down. So they, oh, Pacquiao, we found this. Hold on, y'all didn't find it when we sat here and I had a witness. Y'all took my blood, nothing was in it. So how something pop up now 2 months later? Explain that.
And you're right, but see, the thing about that is we just got done talking like I thought the De La Hoya Trinidad fight was fixed. Okay, cool. We already know boxing is, if you let the fight get to the judges, it could be fixed. We just call it like it is. It's, even till this day, the fights can be fixed if it come down to the judges. So you mean to tell me if the so-called people that runs it, and I even though you signed this non-disclosure agreement, this, that, and the third, this is my main job. I'm protecting the country or a city or whatever. And you put doubt out there about that, and my job is an elected job. Even though you putting a lie out there like that, you can cost me my livelihood. I can't put that at risk. I can't do that. So it's either you can be here. I can have somebody in one of your people in my camp 24/7, and you can see me do what I do. But if I let you get my blood and you somehow you politically connected and you get me caught up, you can cost me my job with the government, and I can't go along with that.
Question: who do you think is the best football player in the world? Oh, they talking about soccer. I don't know too much about. I don't know.
I don't. If I had to say somebody,
I'll say
Ronaldo
or Messi. Yeah, one of them two.
I'm more of a Messi guy than I am a Neymar or a Ronaldo. I'm more of a Messi guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, the one that's most popular to me is, I don't know, they was like Ronaldo was like the god or something.
Yeah.
Neymar. And then Messi couldn't get over he never had that World Cup. He never had a World Cup moment. So he won the Olympics, but I'm more of a Messi guy.
I'm gonna say Ronaldo. Them the only two I know. I know Messi and Ronaldo. I haven't heard of Neymar and who do you say? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Look, right. Hey, I don't know who you are, but don't get upset with me because I don't know how to pronounce it. But the Lewandowski, yeah, I gotta look him up. I apologize, man, but I sure appreciate your input.
You on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so next time he go live, y'all can come on for him.
Yeah, like and share, like and share, like and share.
Yeah, for sure. What we got?
But yeah, man, I guess the last topic I was speaking on was baseball. I know, like, hey, I'm just happy my Braves won, man. I ain't got too much to say. Y'all can see the banner in the back. Yeah, y'all can see it in the back. My all-time guy would be Ken Griffey. Like, I would say Hank Aaron, but just what Ken Griffey did, and I watched him. See, I didn't get to watch Hank Aaron. I watched Griffey, and that's just my guy. Like,
yeah.
All right. Best baseball player. We had over 100 years of baseball. And again, it's going to be one of in my lifetime. And as much as I hate to say it, and the Ranger fan that I am, I'm going El Capitan, man. Derek Jeter.
Hey, no argument from here.
Derek Jeter.
Boy went with G. Yeah, it's hard to argue that.
I might have to go Derek Jeter on that one, man.
Let me see. My
Because
favorite.
my argument for him would be like around that time, everybody was trying to recognize Alex Rodriguez as the best player in baseball. I'm like, he's not really that better than Ken Griffey. Hell, he's not really that better than Barry Bonds. But yet, when he comes to Texas and he flamed out, that right there told me, like, no, and he had steroids and all that. I even know if I take the steroids out of because steroids was part of baseball. But when he came here, he wasn't that guy he was in Seattle.
Who?
A-Rod.
Oh yeah.
A-Rod wasn't that same guy he was in Seattle when he came out here to Texas. But then when he goes to,
that's because he got bag. He had got that super bag at that point.
He got that monster contract.
Right.
And then but he goes to New York and okay, you play shortstop, Derek Jeter play shortstop. Derek Jeter didn't move. Derek Jeter was that guy. You gonna play third base. You gonna play something else. I'm not you. Derek Jeter didn't move.
But A-Rod Jeter in that time, he just was bigger than Jeter in LA, New York.
Yeah, I mean they were trying to pump it up, but I was like, no, like I said, I'm a Ranger. You can't. But if I had to go best player I ever seen in my lifetime, besides Bonds, I mean all around player. If you give me first round, overall pick, I'm picking Jeter.
Man, Barry Bonds is that dude though. Barry Bonds is that dude. My favorite all time, and baseball is my sport, hands down, is Ricky Henderson.
Oakland A's.
Ricky Henderson. I've never seen nobody affect a game the way he did.
So would you say he's a better leadoff hitter than Ichiro?
He's a better leadoff hitter than anybody ever.
Ichiro got you them hits now.
Bro, Ichiro is cool. Ichiro is cool, right? He's a good leadoff hitter. If you walked Ricky Henderson, that's almost a triple. That's a guaranteed double for sure.
Yeah, he could still. He could still.
And that record probably would never be broke. They don't even steal in the game no more because people get caught too often now. He was a good defender. I just like his overall game. But that might be like a personal thing because that's who I grew up watching. I watched his game. Like I saw how he affected the game. So I think he was also like a lot of people wouldn't think that he was the best player of all time, but he definitely up there. So I'm a rap him, but Barry Bonds is probably the best player of all time.
Yeah, I kind of hate that they're doing him the way they're doing him right now.
Oh,
man, exactly. I'm sorry, but if Big Papi, no disrespect to him, but if he can get in, why Bonds can't get in?
Because they couldn't catch him because they thought old boy was gonna tell on him. But
when you got something that the media control and the way he was an asshole to that media, they're not gonna let him in.
And they could never catch him, so it's like, oh well, we can't control that, but we can control you getting in the Hall of Fame though.
Because really, to tell you the truth, because ain't McGwire in?
I don't think so. He better not be.
No,
if
McGwire, Sosa, they ain't in either.
They're not even letting Roger Clemens in. So you know they're not about to let Bonds in for sure.
I thought Clemens didn't make it either.
Because I
thought both of them missed it.
Who?
I thought both of them missed it. I think both of their last year eligibility was this year.
Yeah, so now they're not about to let them in because of that, which is messed up because they were part of like a good era in baseball for sure, and we know that it was a lot of people was juicing.
Yeah. Even your boy, even the Godfather, Jose Canseco. Now he was putting up numbers here when he was in Texas, but he wasn't putting them like he was when he left.
Yeah, but he was on the juice for sure. Him and McGuire, right?
Yeah.
Him, Palmeiro.
McGuire came in, he can have 49 home runs as a rookie. That's incredible.
I'm still hurt. I picked Derek Jeter. I mean,
No, Jeep was good though, for sure.
yeah. I mean, Pudge Rodriguez. I had Juan Gonzalez. I had Mike Young.
Tony
All the
Gwynn.
Rangers. But
Don't forget
if
about
I
them.
had to pick,
Oh, you said Rangers, my bad.
yeah, if I had to pick though, as much as I can't stand the Yankees,
I can't either.
yeah, I'm picking Derek Jeter.
Yeah, I can't stand them either.
But Jeter got drafted by them though, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
he? Yeah, see, he wasn't one of the ones that jumped ship. Like he actually got drafted there. So
Hell, why not? Ain't no salary cap in baseball, and they paid him all that damn money. Why would I leave?
that's one reason I wish I would have kept playing. If somehow I could have foreseen like, yo, baseball gonna be signing 300 million. You know what? Fuck. Hey, we can keep losing. Long as I get to the major leagues, like man,
Right. Just get your skills up, huh?
man. I played from 5 years old all the way till I was 14. And when we made it to we didn't start doing all-stars to like we got to live pitching. Every year we get bounced in like we would either win the first all-star game and then lose the next two because it was double elimination, or we'll lose like straight to back and be done. I'm over here like I'm sacrificing all of my summer just to lose in the damn tournament. Like, what the fuck? Like, man, fuck this. I'm finna go to football and basketball.
Yeah. But baseball where it's at.
It definitely is.
And you can play longer.
I just hate I didn't know what I know now. Like, if I'd have had somebody like just, hey, young blood, keep playing, man. It's gonna pay off one day.
Right.
I ain't had it. I was just like, man, and again, I'm not even bragging, but I know in my class, in the class below me, and above me, I was no less than number 2. Yeah, like I said, in my class alone, was nobody better than me. But the class ahead of me, I think they probably had one that might have been better than me. But I'm like, man, all them jokers, I was like, man, I should have just kept playing. I don't even care if we lose it, just stick with it because it's gonna pay off. I just look back like, man, if I just had the chance to go back and do that all over again.
Man, that's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'm about to catch up, my boy. I think we're gonna go live tonight. I'm gonna see what we talking about. I'm gonna hit you and let you know.
Bet that. Let me know, man.
And I'll for sure come back on this. This is good, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Man. I'm glad you came in.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, bro.
Indeed.
I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry.
Bubba, man.
Oh, Bubba, that's right. Yeah. It was nice meeting you too.
He the football guru, man. He be trying to be modest and stuff. He the football guru.
I'm just a football fan.
But yeah, man, I'll hit you up when we get ready to do another one.
Okay, for sure.
Already, man. Enjoy y'all day, brothers. Peace.
All right, peace.